You know, technical difficulties. Welcome everyone to DieFall Cypress Season 1 finale!
Woo!
We got here eventually.
We made it.
So, sorry. Occasionally, my computer likes to yell at me and tell me that we have updates and then they just don't want to work. Also, I think I'm going to turn this music down. You guys hear this right now? This is what Rob put us into. This. Makes me very uncomfortable, so I'm going to go ahead and mute that right now so we can talk to each other for just a little bit.
Whatever, man.
And then we'll be in some kind of riot space where we probably have to kill civilians, which feels weird. Hey, Rob, you okay? What's going on there, bud?
You know when you reach the bottom of a beer?
Yeah.
And all the alcohol kind of collects at the bottom, and it's got that little bite to it. Yeah, that's a glass of bourbon.
Ooh, what are you
Same
drinking,
situation.
buddy?
What is it? It's just the Wild Turkey 101.
Oh yeah, no, that's a strong one. That'll do it.
Yeah, usually it's fine, and then I'm just hitting the bottom of it. So I just figured I'd polish off the bottle for the finale celebration.
There you go, celebration, celebrate good times. Come on.
Da 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 da.
All right, let's go around the room. We're gonna do it in the order that you show up on stream, so not in here. So I'll just say your name. Hey, Nick. I know it's been so long since I've seen you in person this time, which is so wild. So for those of you guys that don't know, 4 of us, sorry Stella, saw each other at TwitchCon, and I got to meet all of these fine people in person. It was pretty freaking cool, man.
It was pretty sick.
Yeah. So Nick, how you been? I know
Good.
It's been so long.
Good. It just pains me to like see you guys, not be able to touch your beautiful faces.
Dude, right? Speaking of, May was so kind, and if you were like on Twitter at all during the time we were at TwitchCon, gave us all these like character themed dice. So my first set of physical dice are now in my hands, delivered by May, and that was super duper sweet. So like next time though, when we're all in person, Gen Con. Let's roll some like physical dice or something, and you know, we'll figure it out from there. Yeah, from there. The Cypress DieFall Cypress live show.
Is that
the
one shot where we're all babies?
Yes, baby Recco,
Those little babies in the
Cypress
baby Nyara,
babies, aka
Cypress babies,
diapers. Oh my god!
It's like the Oh my god, like Looney Tunes, the kids. Baby Looney Tunes.
Yeah, baby Looney Tunes. Oh no. Oh, I should never have said anything.
Cypress.
My mouth is already broken.
Ludus,
so
you took it and you made it weird, man.
Yeah, man. Why you got to do that? Anyway, let's keep going so I can get off of this. Sorry, Nick. I'm just gonna blow on by you here. Stella, how you been?
You deserve better.
I am all right. I also got the dice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Very
I don't know
nice.
if they show on stream. Okay, cool. Yes, I didn't go to TwitchCon. I'm super sad. There were pancakes. Did you guys get pancakes at 3 a.m?
Oh.
I got a giant burrito.
Got French toast at 3
And you got French toast
for sure.
At 3 a.m. right there.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be my new phone background. Oh, it's just beautiful.
I love how you just had it ready.
Because I was gonna make a joke about stroking his face, and then you brought it up, and I was like, "Well, it's already on my phone." So, heck of my relationship, man. I'm putting that out of my background.
There it is. That's the truth. Cool.
I love it.
Cool. Well, I'm kind of quickly going around because I already I don't know, killed everyone's beginning time here. But hey, May, how you been? It's been so long. It's been so long. I like your Twitch shirt. I have a very similar one here.
I almost wore that one today too.
Yeah, nice. I realized when I put it on that apparently I should have gotten a bigger size.
It shows off the guns more. That's fine.
That's that's what we'll call it that. Oh yeah, the fanny pack. There you are, Nick.
Hell
Good.
yeah.
This is
Good.
gonna be it.
So May was the only one that really scheduled everything correctly for TwitchCon and was there the entire time. had the best hotel space and was right by the TwitchCon party. Apparently, we really screwed this up when we went.
Fine, man. As far as our first TwitchCon, it's not that bad.
It went pretty well. I'd have to say it went pretty well. So hopefully everyone is ready for tonight. This will be our finale for the first season of DieFall Cypress. So first off, thank you everyone for being here tonight. And hey Rob, I'm gonna put the music back on. You ready to take us in, bud?
You really gonna do me like that?
Hey Rob!
You really gonna do me like that?
No, I would never do my roommate like that and skip you accidentally. We had talked about the bourbon, so I figured that was
All the time you got, Rob.
good.
How was it? Your
enough.
bourbon was it?
How are you, Rob? Shit. Well, if I wasn't gonna die before tonight, I think that we can probably write that one in. Rob, I will understand whatever the outcome possibly is. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Let's play some Dungeons and Dragons, shall we? Rob, take it away.
Previously on DieFall Cypress. So we came to an interesting head last episode, but before that, the party had ended up in the session prior being successful in rescuing a young girl from Valmaris farm, the daughter of the owner, from the clutches of a evil green hag nearby. And so last episode the first half of it mainly consisted of their return to the farm, learning what they could of the strange rot and corruption at Valmaris farm. I believe it was Ashlog and Otis helped. Oh no, I'm sorry. No, it was Nyara and Otis helped Osterbon do his little experimenty poo. He's very frazzled and a little all over the place. Bless his elven heart, but he ended up concluding that there was indeed a corruption that he believed with a little bit more time, maybe he could reverse engineer some sort of an antidote, or at the very least, figure out what caused it. And maybe from there, the party could understand how to cut it off, as it were. And meanwhile, over at the ranch, Rekko and Ashlog, it's not a ranch, it's a farm. I don't know why I said that.
Sounded cool.
Meanwhile, at the ranch, Rekko and Ashlog started a little campfire, had a little heart-to-heart, a little chit-chat. And while that was going on, Valmaris, in an effort to kind of thank the party for all that they had done for him and his family, brought Rekko a bottle of, well, the party, but Rekko was particularly fascinated by what he referred to as berry, which I believe he meant berries, which I believe he thinks wine is made from. But you know what? Bless him.
What?
He really enjoyed it. And so he was informed that it was a vintage from the winery in the nearby town of Ash Blossom, which happened to be the party's next destination. Upon arriving at Ash Blossom, Nyara and Otis may be suspicious that their party members aren't really their party members because of a very particularly wacky encounter in the woods. They arrived at the town of Ash Blossom to a bit of commotion. The guards, hesitant to let them in as they approached, they informed the party that there was a situation outside of the Cypress headquarters there. As they entered the city, noticing kind of plastered all over these little sort of like propaganda posted about how Cypress Company doesn't have the interest of Marika in mind. We're letting an outside force kind of dictate our trade and own us. That was exactly what we were against when we founded Marika. It's supposed to be this free confederation of settlements and whatever. And the greatest evidence of this sort of tension was present right outside the headquarters, where the party saw a large crowd had amassed, led by a very vocal human man, about how Cypress doesn't have the interest in mind. The guards only care about our money, or about money, and they only care as long as Cypress works. They don't really care if we survive and whatnot. That Marika Enforcement and Trade is, we should be supporting them, blah, 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 blah. Chaos had just begun at the very end when something was thrown, a window was broken, and like a director yelling action, the scene began. And that's kind of where we left off. The party witnessing the beginnings of a riot literally unfolding before their eyes. So we'll just jump right back into that scene. Glass shatters, people start charging the building. There's guards, there's blades. In the chaos, you hear that one of the guards, maybe nearby one of the blades, says, non-lethal force. We're not about to start slaughtering these people. And they turn to kind of sort of attempt to contain the situation, but they are wildly outnumbered. The two guards that were escorting you into the city kind of do one of these, like, they look at you guys, they look back at the riot, and they go in and try to do what they can, leaving you all pretty much to look on. What immediate actions do you guys take? You just gonna rubberneck?
Still could use that bath.
Well, looking over at Nyara.
Looking at Nyara.
Looking at Nyara.
What do we do?
Blessed be the party mom.
This could be very big trouble.
Do you wish me to roll the bones for you?
I think we need to do something a little quicker than roll bones.
Yeah, I don't think we've got time for the bones. Okay. We need to protect Cypress, but let's try and not to kill civilians, because that's gonna look real bad for Cypress.
Incapacitado.
Yes.
Okay.
Incapacitate, not kill. Okay. Only if it's in defense. Okay.
Right.
Sure.
Do we want to yell at them to stop?
We can try, but
The echo could be very loud.
Oh, okay. Can you yell and lightning out? Terrify people to run in the opposite direction?
So the lightning thing, I mean, I could breathe lightning.
Yeah.
In a general direction. But not while yelling, because it uses my mouth.
Well, can you yell and then lightning and then yell again?
Nah.
Yeah.
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 Are you about to attempt to use your lightning breath?
Yes.
If I may interject.
Oh, God.
No. This is me maybe altering that idea.
Okay.
We had talked last time about your rage kind of summoning this almost like thaumaturgy.
Okay.
Would you like to pop a rage so that you can yell while there's thunder and lightning, or would you like to actually display? It's up to you. I'm just reminding you that.
Frick. Okay, wait. How many rages do I have?
Wait. Yeah. I'm just reminding you that was kind of how we flavored it last time. So
yeah.
That might more accomplish what you're talking about.
Oh wait, I have 3. Oh yeah, we're gonna do that instead.
Yeah.
But that means I only get 6 seconds unless I punch myself. So.
Turn to Otis. Hit me!
Hit me!
No. You could do whatever you want. I was just offering that as an alternative. Either or, I'll treat it as some sort of an intimidation with advantage.
Ash will help with thaumaturgy as well.
Oh, okay.
And then Otis is gonna throw out his dancing lights to try and make it even more of a spectacle.
Okay, interesting.
Okay. Rekko looks around the group and goes, "You guys might want to put your hoods up. It's gonna start getting a little rainy around here. DM, I'd like to summon the storm, please."
Okay, so Rekko flies into a rage. The aura of a storm forming seemingly out of midair, just the air kind of crackling and the swirl of like a cloud above him. Parts, I think, at the sides of like as your expression changes and you get angrier, you see kind of like we have these like Super Saiyan 2 lightning bolts every now and then, kind of just angry. You're raging, boy. You're in anger.
That is enough! You will stop this instant!
Roll me an intimidation check.
Okay.
With strength as the modifier, with advantage for the big scary dragon man.
Intimidation. Okay, so I'm proficient in it, so it's technically an athletics check, so I'm just gonna roll athletics then.
Okay.
Okay.
With
All right.
advantage.
With advantage. Oh, frick. Yeah, thanks. Yeah! It's a 16!
That's a 16 intimidation check with advantage. Okay. I think... Yeah, so as everybody is clearly sort of drawn to you. Nyara, roll me a perception check. 22. Yeah, so you notice as this sort, you look to the crowd to kind of gauge their reaction as Rekko is doing this. The man that had been kind of riling the crowd up had sort of tried to fade into the crowd, and he had sort of, it looked like he was trying to like weasel his way out. And he turned as everybody did when this spectacle happens, and the crowd is sort of like mid like grabbing each other's shirts and like punching, kind of all collectively turning around. Some of the more rowdy folks maybe taking a little bit more time to turn. He sort of, you notice that he sort of like sees that, takes a step back, double takes, looks at the crowd and says, It is but magic. Don't let him distract from what we came here to do. And he is going to actually roll a thing. Oh, that's not the command.
Does he try to hit Rekko?
What?
Please?
So he's trying to kind of get everybody to stay motivated toward their cause and everything, but I think you see the less, like, the more like they were just here for like the mob mentality sort of thing. Some of the people sort of back down and start to like walk away, and parts of the crowd have dissipated. There's still a good amount of people there, but the amount of people has very much started to sort of, I'm getting the fuck out of here. I'm not messing with that. But I think you see some of the more haughty, the more like thuggish type people, sort of looking at Rekko, and I think maybe they look at the party and they see two elves and a very distinct, an elf and a half elf and a very distinct, not from around here type, and maybe they kind of keep the spirit of the riot alive a little bit, and they see their attention has gone from the company to you.
I don't know if that worked.
That guy, the one that's wrangling them. We need to get him.
Naya's gonna pull out her bow and like yell at that guy. Like, hey, Tell everyone to go home so no one gets hurt.
And you're saying this to him?
Yeah.
And who are you to tell me this?
Oh no.
A concerned citizen of Moreka.
Naira, what does your outfit look like? It's kind of we decided it was sort of like it was bought with money, but it's very much practical.
It's not like high, like
it's not super
high
opulent.
class, but like
yeah,
maybe like middle class merchant. Like
okay,
it's very much like
Class merchant.
tactile. But I'm real muddy.
Oh, that is true.
Yeah.
I am very dirty.
Yeah, okay.
You're not going to be able to see any fineries on this thing.
Yeah. So I think at this he sort of steps forward a little bit, still keeping his distance, but he raises his hands up and kind of gets this cocky swagger, and he says, "And what do you think we are, miss? We are but concerned citizens as well."
Yes, however, we do not need to handle this with violence.
And how would you suggest we handle having our livelihoods ripped from our hands?
What livelihoods are being ripped from you? This company hires everyone from the area.
Not everyone. Everybody within that building is from Maya and Mel. They have no stake in what happens in Moreka other than a paycheck.
And you know this with 100% certainty. That everyone at Cypress in that building is not from Moreka, is not of Morekan blood. Can you tell me 100%?
He turns to the blades that are outside of Cypress, and sort of the all elven blades, and says, "Well, can you dispute her claim? Tell me I'm wrong."
Otis raises his hand. Yeah, hi. I'm with the company. From here, born and raised.
Got him.
And I'd be like, and so am I.
With the company.
And Moreka born.
Well, then you're no ally in Moreka.
Oh, good.
Of course I am. I have this country at heart, and stirring up this civil unrest is not benefiting Moreka. It's only going to drive more people to our borders because they're going to see that we're easily taken over. This is not a sign of strength.
We have already been taken over by the elves, dear.
Whoa. 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 Okay.
And at that, I think the more muscly types in the crowd, if you look back, have drawn their weapons and are advancing toward the party.
Those do not look like normal civilians.
All right, this is your last chance. We can get real rude when we're concerned citizens. I'll tell you that much.
My dear citizens, would you like to roll initiative for me?
Oh boy, okay. Oh my god! Holy shit! Here you go, chat. I'll bring it up for you. Wow!
Oh boy.
Oh, fret not.
Oh yeah.
Fret not. Let me. I'm on
Well!
I'm on the wrong layer. Hang on. I'm on the right layer. There we go.
Sorry,
Right,
there should be more
I'll move
people
this.
out there.
Yeah. Clearly, they didn't put enough
Holy-
people on this.
Holy Christmas. That is...
All right, let me make sure all the turn order stuff's there. Okay. I'm going to select my token and then roll
Yes.
Initiativo.
I too will do this as well.
Oh yeah, that's a 6, baby. Yeah. Oh, we're kicking it off just right.
And this is why I use 2 different character types. There we go.
There you go.
Okay. Nope.
This is
No, why is this not ordering the way I want it to?
When you're done, you
Aha!
can do the order.
Aha! There we go. Okay. So we have our initiative order. These two fellows here, right now, are going to.
Wait, can I dispute something just real quick?
Sure.
I think Rekko would be in front. Relative to where I was yelling at them.
Oh, you mean, yes. Sorry, I didn't realize I still had the order. Yeah, the marching order could be any which way.
I feel like he would have stepped up.
Absolutely.
And then
you would be
yelled
at the
them.
forefront for sure. For sure.
All right, I'm ready, DM. Come and get me.
So these first two guys are going to unsheathe their maces from their belts and walk on up to our boy Rekko. This man taking his first attack here. Does a 15 hit you, my dear boy?
I believe so. Yeah, just hits.
Okay, so take 7.
Yeah, this is up to you. Am I still raging?
It's technically 6 seconds
without being attacked.
Combat round.
Mm-hmm.
However, I'm going to say the fact that there was a verbal altercation because it was used outside of a combat scenario, I would argue that you're still
that is highly generous of you.
I know. I would argue that tensions have not lowered.
Okay.
Which is the way I see it.
Sure.
And I did kind of goad you into using your rage, so there you go.
That's mostly true. Okay, so 3
take
damage
3
then.
damage from him.
All right.
And he'll make one more. Oh gosh, yeah, 22 will hit.
Okay, that definitely hits.
Take another 2.
Okay.
And then this fellow is going to do much of the same.
Come and get me.
17.
Come and get me, Dad.
So 2 damage.
Uh-huh.
And a 15 for 2 damage.
Uh-huh. Holy F. That's a lot of attacks.
And that's all they're going to do. They're going to perfectly engage with our boy Rekko. Still spurred on by the fellow.
Can you ping that guy for me?
Yes, I can. I don't know why I have him on the wrong layer. So let's bring him to the token layer.
Oh, he's real far.
Oh, he's way up there?
I kind of had him tucked away. He's more so about here.
Okay.
Yeah.
And is this in the center? I can't really ping it, but that circle in the center, is that like a elevation or?
It's a fountain. In the middle there. It's not super clear, but yeah.
So no line of sight through that. Just what I'm trying to get. It's like 5 feet high or 10 feet high, or.
There would likely not be in this middle square, but these would be a lowered area. The way that I'm picturing it, maybe this is like a statue in the middle here.
Yeah.
Whereas the sides of it, they're very well would be.
Okay. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured.
You could even say if you were prone, it could be like half cover. Like it's low enough to kind of duck behind, maybe.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Oh my God, this cat is going nuts. She's in the riot too. Ash,
perfect.
A wild cat.
What would you like to do?
Ashlog will start weaving her hands in the air. She'll reach forward and touch Rekko, and then that kind of sizzling, burning feeling just washes over you. It's purifying.
Oh,
but
it feels good.
Cast Cure Wounds.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh gosh.
Yes. Okay.
That's a solid.
Oh, that was tough. That was tough.
Hey, you know what? That was an entire thug's turn of attack.
Yep.
So.
No, I'll take it. Don't worry.
Not bad. Not bad.
And then she swings her hand back up, and then the familiar ash washes down as she casts Shield of Faith.
Excellent.
Yes.
So now Rekko, you right on Rekko?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Rekko, you now have that very familiar ashy outer layer. Yes. Hey, he has become the Ash Blossom. Look at him go.
Oh
Ashlog
my
will
God.
Say, glory and gore go hand in hand.
I love it. Is there anything else you would like to do, my spooky swamp lady?
She'll move up, and that's it.
Okay. Cool. So Nyara, it is now your turn. What would you like to do?
All right. So the instigator, he's that dude on the other side of the courtyard there, right?
Yes, the dude that I forgot to put on the initiative order. Yes, very astute.
Okay. So, yeah. People are in the way there.
I just realized.
And then the two blades, guys, those are our friends there that are
up here, these four are
those are our friends.
these guys are blades. These guys are guards. I know it's a lot. Oh, these two next to you to the left are the guards. Oh, they should actually have run in and tried to. I said that they were trying to diffuse the situation, so they're
okay. So they're
peppered throughout the
friendly
crowd
guards for now.
Friendly guards. Yes.
Just trying to because everyone's like similar colors.
I know. Yeah. If you have any questions, ping somebody for me.
You can if you want to add a token marker. You can add a token marker.
You're right. Okay. You know what? I will do. Reds will be your hostiles. Whoops.
Okay.
Thank you for that.
Two.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see.
Everybody else is neutral and or not yet hostile. We'll call this guy the gold because he's the instigato. Green boys are allies.
All right. Now I'm going to move over to the other side of the fountain.
Okay.
Maybe there, so I still have sight of the guy in front of Ashlog.
Gotcha.
And she is going to shoot him with her bow.
The instigator.
Not the instigator.
Oh, the guy in front of Ashlog.
Yeah, the red little red square dude.
Got it. Okay. Sounds good. So throw that attack on the beard. That is a 15. That will most certainly hit him. Roll damage, please. 9. Wow. So your arrow strikes true. The fellows attacking your big shiny dragon boy, fully engaged with him. We'll take that shot. Were you? I guess you would get your. You would have gotten your advantage, but a 15 is enough to hit. So,
as a bonus action,
mm-hmm.
I want to do my insightful fighting on instigator dude.
Remind me what that does.
As a bonus action, you make a wisdom insight check against a creature that I can see that isn't capacitated, contested by the target's charisma deception check. If I succeed, I can use my sneak attack against the target, even if I don't have advantage on the attack roll.
Okay, so the wisdom check. Roll that for me. That sauce. And then what happens on a success?
She basically gets her sneak attack indefinitely.
Got it. Okay.
For a minute.
Sorry, I was looking. For a minute. Okay, cool.
Oh
yeah. Sorry, I was counting the guys to make sure I got everybody.
No, it's
but on that target.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
In brackets, as insight. Can I roll insight since I'm?
It's insightful fighting. It sounds like it should be insight to me. A 9. And what's the DC on that? Does it say?
It's a check, so it's against the 9.
It's an opposed.
So
you make a deception check.
Got it. Okay. So wow, that is not what I thought I had on my copy paste. Woof.
Tough. Guys, we gotta pick it up. Gotta pick up the rolls.
He definitely did not succeed. And so we're gonna go ahead and give that bad lad a little timer. Let's call that a timer. And that is for 1 minute.
1 minute.
You may use your sneak attack on that lad, or add your sneak attack.
Yeah.
All right. Is there anything else you would like to do?
No, I'm good.
Okay. So we've got a couple more. Oh, they're right next to each other, those cuties. So we got a couple more of these bad lads gonna run out of the crowd. Yeah, I think this one's gonna go right for our boy Otis.
Yeah, come at me.
Come at
If
me.
he swings at me, I impose disadvantage. As
because of the frog
Petrus sort of leaps over.
Gotcha. Before that, the lad is gonna swing at Rekko. That just went up to him. Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
Wow, you are rolling like
That's
crazy,
a 20,
man.
and that is 2 damage from him.
Holy crap.
And oh my god. Oh wait, the 16. So your AC is 17 now, right?
My AC is 16.
Oh my god, are you kidding me? Gee.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's
Another
4
2
damage total. So yeah, 2.
Back to where I was.
Hey, you know what? You got a free hit.
We're good.
And then the one that runs up to Otis gets disadvantage, you said.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna go ahead and swing that, take the 6. So he misses. Does the first attack get disadvantage or all attacks?
I'm looking at that right now.
Okay.
Let's see. Your defense spouse, the Iron Defender imposes disadvantage on the attack roll of one creature can see within. Yeah, so it's just one attack.
No, it's the creature. The attack roll of the creature. So if he
So
has
this
2
is
attacks,
the attack roll because he gets multi-attack. So yeah, so
The attack roll of one creature.
I don't think
The
a 10
attack
will
rolls
hit you.
against creature. Oh, interesting. Well, yeah, 10 doesn't hit.
I would say his first turn because I imagine him coming in and being like,
taking-
wapa, wapa.
he's taking the attack action.
Yes.
So you
and
would
his attack
impose
action
disadvantage
is a
on that.
multi-attack. So
Yeah.
he gets disadvantage. Either way, Otis and Petrus deftly repel 2 attacks. And that will end his turn for the time being. And hey, Otis, looks like you guys have a chance to retaliate.
Oh, we're gonna retaliate. All right. So
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna move over here.
Mm-hmm.
Petrus is gonna move right over here.
Mhm. The
God,
lads.
I think I'm just gonna
moving as one.
swing my big magic-y mace on this boy here,
Okay.
or my big maul here.
Roll that
Let's
for my
see.
boy.
Oof.
Ooh, an 8
That's an
will
8.
not be enough to hit, unfortunately.
Okay. And
Does
then,
yes.
Then I think what I'm gonna do. I'm going to, as a bonus action, cast Magic Stone.
Okay.
So I have 3 little magic stones there, and then Petrus is. I think Petrus just takes the dodge action then.
Mm,
If he doesn't do anything.
I believe
right?
that's correct.
I think that's how it goes.
Is he not gonna do anything? He's just gonna be a good frog boy.
He's just gonna be a good frog boy. He's just gonna be there for me,
Okay.
support me
Oh, everybody needs a support frog.
emotionally. Yeah.
Yeah,
He goes,
Yeah.
I'm like, ha, it's a good one.
got him.
Good joke, guy. Good joke. Good joke, man.
All right. Will
It's
that
just
be all,
so
my
funny.
friend?
Yeah, that's kind of
Okay. And the boy, the lad, Rekko.
Okay, let's see if I can hit anything, Dad. I'm
believe.
gonna try hit the guy right from me.
Okay, I believe in you.
I take out my +1 battle axe,
Hell
wielding
yeah.
it currently one-handed because I do have the shield out. Wait. Oh,
Your
it's this
AC
one.
is only
Okay.
14 with your shield.
Do you remember how poorly I rolled?
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Click.
15.
Does a 15 hit?
That will absolutely hit. Roll
Yay.
damage +2 because you're raging.
Yeah.
Okay.
12
14 damage.
plus. I call the power of the storm. I want to give him the lightning.
All
The
right.
raging storm.
All
Ow!
Wow, and an extra. That's a
If
crit on that. Wow.
if he has to make the save.
Oh, it's a deck save.
Yep.
Got it. Okay. That doesn't look like he made the save.
No, it doesn't.
Wow. Wowee. So that is 14 plus 6. So that is 20 damage to this lad right in front of you.
Yes.
He is hurting. Wow.
I can't wait to get 2 attacks.
I know. Yeah, that's great.
I can't wait.
So is Raging Storm just on an attack, or you declare it, or what?
Yeah, so it's my bonus action.
It's your bonus action. Okay, cool.
Mhm.
Cool. All right, Rekko, is there anything else you would like to do?
Nah, man. I'm here to slay.
Slaying, baby.
I'm here to slay.
And yeah, so it looks like these two, will they be able to make it? Oh, he will. He might not. So he's gonna run over and head on his way to you. And Nyara, this guy is gonna kind of push through the crowd and take a swipe at you. A swipe or two. A 10, I believe, will not hit you.
No.
And a 21, I believe, will.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-oh.
All right, so that... Whoa, okay, no, it's just the 3. So that's 3 bludgeoning damage from that lad right there.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. And I think at the top of the turn order here, this guy is just gonna... This guy
Bring it on.
Gonna,
I can still take them.
He's just gonna start
Come on.
weaseling away.
Oh, this motherfucker. Where'd he go?
Um,
Did he just go inside the building?
No, he's kind of under the awning there.
Okay.
Yeah, there's not multiple layers there, so. And then now that Ashlog is there, I think this boy is gonna take an attack at Ashlog. A 10, I believe, won't hit you.
Nope.
But how about an 18?
An 18. That is my armor class. So it is.
Okay. 3 damage from him.
Okay.
And then we've got I think this fellow is gonna turn and take a swipe at Otis. Ooh, a 23. Believe
It's a
that'll
disadvantage.
hit. Oh, it's a wait, always?
With Petrus there.
Petrus's reaction, yeah.
That's right. Okay, so will a 15 hit?
Still hits.
Oh.
That's still good to
Good
know.
call,
That's
though.
still good to know.
The
That's-
second one's still at disadvantage.
That's five bludgeoning to you, and
Okay.
I think he's
take
gonna take a swing at Petrus.
That's fine. It's a disadvantage. Petrus is dodging.
Ooh, a 7. He's like, "What the hell is this thing?" And he just kind of, and he slams down, and Petrus just kind of.
Don't mess with the frog, man.
Slippery little bastard. And so that's what he's gonna do. Oh, I forgot I put it on the turn order. Okay, so he's actually gonna slink away on his turn. There we go. Okay. Ashlog, it is now your turn. What would you like to do?
Ashlog will bring up her hand and try to slam it right into the face of the guy in front of her.
Ooh.
She's gonna cast Inflict Wounds.
Ooh. Oh my god. Yeah,
Wow.
I believe a 23 might hit. Please roll that damage. Oh my god. So Ashlog just kind of face palms him and just screaming. This man, you see the necrotic damage leaching out from Ashlog's hand, and like his face begins to blacken. What looks like almost black veins, sort of like this dark rooty look, sort of creeps along his face below her palms, and he takes that 10 damage, yelling and crying the whole time.
Good.
So yeah.
Heck that dude.
Is there anything else you would like to do, Ashlog?
Oh, I should be honest and do Constitution save because I took damage for my Constitution.
Oh, you did? Yes.
Yeah, my AC.
Please
No,
do.
my AC.
Ugh. Okay.
Okay, we're good.
Hey, Shield of Faith maintains.
Oh, we're good.
And
my
that'll be it.
AC.
And doing another spell doesn't interrupt that, right?
Only if it's
No,
concentration.
Yeah.
Only if it's another concentration spell. Got it. Okay,
Yep.
cool. Anything else, Ashlog?
No, thank you.
Okay. Nyara, it is now your turn. You have these boys ganging up on you. What would you like to do?
Did that butt go inside? The instigator.
Ah. It's like, excuse me? No, so he's kind of like, I'd like to imagine that right there, that roof is kind of like an awning, like an overhang. And so he's sort of trying to, he backed up.
He's not inside yet.
And he's under an overhang, sort of hanging out in shadows. He's slowly trying to weasel his way out of the crowd.
Can Can I do my bonus action anytime in my turn?
Yes.
I don't see why not. Yeah, I believe that's.
Because I'm gonna disengage from this butt in front of me.
Oh.
They're all butts, is what I'm getting out of this.
Dem
Yeah.
butts. That's the butt
Oh.
squad right there.
And then let's see what. How do I like ping a spot?
You click and hold your mouse.
So if I go there, can I still see him?
Oh yeah. He's just sort of in shadow, but you could see him. It's broad daylight. He's under an awning.
Alright, so I'm
He thinks nobody sees him.
doing my roguey bits and disengaging from this guy, and I am running over here,
Okay.
and I am firing at this butt under the awning
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Attack the butt
with my sneak
with huge sneak attack.
attack. Ooh.
22 will hit. Yes. Please roll damage with sneak attack. Oh my god. That is
that's tasty.
17. So I
Wow.
think you catch him like sort of slowly slinking away, and then he just takes one right in the back. Just
Yep.
and yeah. Don't feel good. Torrent no good. So that's gonna be that hurt him. He taken aback, he looks over his shoulder and just sees the bow lower, and Nyara just
Yeah. Oh, I'm making eye contact for sure.
I love it. And will that be all on your turn?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So fellow right in front of Rekko is gonna swang.
Bring it on.
16, I believe,
It
meets
just
your,
hits.
meets your armor. So
Stop
that's
it.
One bludgeoning from him,
Yeah.
and the other one misses. Hey, finally!
Yay!
Finally! Oh man.
It doesn't miss. It just clangs off of
Yeah,
all of the
clangs off
different
of-
shields
Yep.
and magic
Yeah,
and
all
whatever. Because
all of Rekko's gear.
I'm not fast enough for anything to miss.
True. Yeah, so he does that, and then this other fellow engaged with Otis is gonna. Does a 14 hit you, Otis?
No, it does not.
Oh, because you're at disadvantage, right? Because
no,
Petrus
he's
is
not
the-
disadvantaged anymore.
Oh, because he.
Because Petrus can only use that as a reaction, his defensive bounce.
So
he
he's
used it.
already done it. Okay.
Yeah.
So either way, 14 won't hit.
No.
How's about a 12? Nope. Okay. Cool.
That's a
He
definite
can't hit
no.
for shit.
Ha, 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 ha,
And my boy Otis.
Ooh,
It's your turn. What you doing?
Okay. Otis is gonna grip his maul, and sort of at the head of the maul is like that sort of blue magical energy that you kind of see Otis playing around with pretty often.
Yeah.
But he starts like grip it a little bit harder, and it starts to turn from like a blue to like a purple, and then to a red, and then to sort of an orange.
Mm.
And you can sort of hear the maul almost like overclocking.
All right.
And that is Otis casting Searing Smite on his maul.
All right.
And
Love it.
I'm gonna swing down on this boy. And,
Yes.
hope to God it hits.
Applying
Here
that
we go.
smit.
That sweet smit.
That sweet smit.
Woo!
A 23.
Yeah, there we
I
go.
believe a 23 might hit him. Let me check his AC. Yeah. Please roll damage with smite.
Okay, so this is without the smite. That's
Yep.
13.
And then you click on smite, I believe. I played a paladin once.
Oh, really? Let me see.
Yeah.
Oh, what level? 1.
Yeah. Oh, you
that
might have
wasn't-
to.
I think just like roll. So I just roll a d6. Add
You
it.
can't. So you can change the output from if you did a click and drag to your thing. You can change the output from spell card to damage.
Oh.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Yeah.
See if I make an attack. And I click it. That's just.
Oh, it's not. It's not set up. That's fine. Just roll a d6.
Okay.
2
rolls a
fire
nothing.
damage.
2 fire damage.
So for a
All
total
right.
of 15.
So 15 done to this bad lad.
And he's got to make a con save.
Ooh, okay. Otherwise, he is on fire.
Otherwise, he is on fire.
A 10. I don't think that saves.
Doesn't do it. He's ignited.
Oh my god. Ignite the light and let it shine.
If another creature, I believe him or another creature can take their action to put the fire out.
Mm-hmm.
But if they don't, at the top of each of his turns, he takes a d6 of fire damage.
Got it. My connection to the server has been interrupted on Roll20.
Same.
Yep.
Nope. Huh.
We may need to do a refresh.
Uh-oh.
Let's find out.
Hope all the stats and everything stayed.
It should have stayed from whenever it was right before this message.
Mm-hmm.
So let's find out. I'm gonna hit refresh.
I scare.
Chat, fingers crossed.
I scare.
Chat, fingers crossed.
I'm gonna hold my breath until it works.
Oh.
Oh god, she's
Oh,
dead.
that's bold.
Uh-oh.
Well, the music came back on, so
Oh, did
that's
it?
a good
Okay, I
start.
see people logging on. Mine's loading.
I still have black.
It's a big map to load.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a big
mine
map
was
to
Yeah,
load.
the
that
same,
might be
still
my
black,
bad.
Well, this may be the actual finale. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Your connection's been interrupted. All right, hang on. Where's the
Oh.
Roll20 Twitter?
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
I see everybody logging in. I just can't see anything.
Yeah.
So everybody, how's it going? How's everybody doing? Oh, okay. I see the turn order. Turn order showed up. Map showed up. Okay. I am looking at everybody.
Yeah,
I am
I'm refreshing
missing
again.
this guy's damage that he took, but other than that, everything looks kosher.
It's still loading over here.
I'm still loading.
Okay.
Oh, everyone's like
Think
coming in and out.
Everything's
there we
okay
go.
for me.
Yeah, everything
So
looks
I'm
okay
gonna-
over
Well,
here.
I'm gonna give him some cheeky little. Did he take 15 total or 17 total?
He took 15.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, 13 plus 2.
Good.
And then he's a flame.
Yes, he is a flame, which happens at the top of his turn.
Mm-hmm. Right. At the start of each of its turns until the spell ends, the target must make a Constitution saving throw. Oh.
Oh,
so
okay.
he doesn't make it yet.
We'll keep that con save for his next turn.
Okay.
Yeah. So he is. I'm gonna put a little marker on him. He is on Foya. Boom. All right.
Rob, can
Yeah.
you click on and off your music or refresh one more?
I can certainly try.
There we go. Thank you.
He's done it.
All right, we're back.
Hey, we're back. Nothing happened. Everything's
We
fine.
did it.
Otis, is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn? Does Petrus do a thing?
I think that that's everything. Petrus takes the dodge action,
Heckin' yeah.
and he's Let's see. Do I want him to move anywhere? I want him to move. Actually, I want him to move. He's gonna take the dodge action.
Okay.
He's gonna move here. So I think that might proc an opportunity over this way.
Hey, I can't see because my connection to the server got interrupted.
Yeah, I got the message again too. But then
Oh God.
Oh no, the servers are unstable, chat.
Is it because there's too many things on the board?
No,
Okay.
that has nothing to do with server connection.
their end.
Okay.
That's their end.
Got
Yeah.
it.
Absolutely their
Oh
end.
wait,
But-
it went away. So if I don't touch it, it sometimes goes away. So I
It-
guess it
it's-
attempts to
it's-
reconnect.
Yes,
Cool.
it will continue to reconnect.
Cool.
So here we'll do this. Nick, try moving it again, like move it back and then move it forward, or try to ping the spot you're trying to move to.
Okay, I'm trying to move it here. You see this ping? Beam, 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 beam.
No. Yeah, I lost connection as well. All right,
Uh-oh.
this is good. This is the way I wanted to do this. So here's the deal. If you guys just watch, you can watch the stream to see where things are, and all you have to do is roll and then let us know your rolls when they happen,
Yeah,
and we can do it from there.
pretty
So
much.
Nick, tell me
Pseudo-fashion.
how many
How many
squares.
squares in what direction you
Yep,
would like him
and
to
I will move your token.
I can move
okay.
him.
I'm gonna move Petrus. That token under that spot under the guy between Rekko and Otis.
Oh, Okay.
So down 3 to the left 1.
Yep, I got him.
So Rob, you can move him.
I did.
Stream won't see it unless I move him because I don't have connection.
Oh, I understand. Hey, it's okay.
Okay.
I don't have connection anymore.
We're good.
Gotcha.
We're moved. We've done it.
Okay.
And then if that procs an opportunity attack,
You
Petrus
said
the
he took dodge, yeah?
action. Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
I don't think it would because he dodged. Yeah.
Well, that's
does
with
not.
disengaged. So it would proc an opportunity
Oh.
attack, but the attack would be at disadvantage.
Oh, I see. Okay. That's fine because I'm missing his character sheet now because nope, that's the wrong guy. What are these guys? Thugs. There we go. Let's go ahead and just take a quick swing. Oh my god, he crits the opportunity attack. That's a 24.
Is that disadvantage?
Oh, it's a 17.
I think that still hits though.
Okay.
But it doesn't crit him, which
But
is
yeah, he's not a dead frog. He's
So
just
he
a hurt
takes
one.
he takes 7.
Ouchies. 7
Yeah.
damage. Yeah, definitely hits him. 7. Holy Christmas. Okay, that's fine.
At
He's
this
good.
point, I don't know what to do because I don't know who has connection.
That's. I mean, just do whatever you need to do and just tell us the rolls.
Yeah, true. No, I know, but when it comes to taking count of health and everything, that might get a little messy when
I'm-
it refreshes.
I'm gonna pen and paper it.
Okay, yeah, that's
Just,
smart.
you know,
Wait,
until-
we have
Oh, wait.
technology.
Oh, wait,
We
it's
have the
connected.
We have
technology.
technology, guys. Oh man. Okay. All right. Is that everything on your turn, Otis?
Yeah, that's gonna do it.
Okay, and I have
Can
officially
I-
reconnected, so hopefully everything doesn't
Oh, I see.
explode. Rekko, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna give you a big old guess at this one, Rob. I'd like to again hit this guy directly in front of me, and I swear if I can do another 20 damage to him and he doesn't die, I'm gonna be a little bit upset about him. So I'm gonna use my battle axe, and I'm gonna rage at him, and I'm gonna hit him.
Okay.
Does a 17 hit him, Rob?
A 17 will hit him. Please roll that rage and also storm damage? Question mark.
So 12,
Okay.
and I will also again have the lightning hit him from the storm.
I will
A
ask
DC
you-
11.
I will ask you a quick
Dex save.
question.
Yes.
Are you trying to kill?
This guy?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want that lightning bolt through his body.
Okay. I also just saw all of Otis's pings when he was like ding ding ding. They
Oh,
all
Yes.
just showed up.
Yeah,
It
they're
was
all
weird.
moving. The rolls are showing
Yeah.
up now too.
Okay.
As
Yeah,
we
I got
go
a
in
connection
now.
for a little
Catches up.
bit,
Gotcha.
but now I'm not connected. So
Yeah.
Okay. So 11 deck save, you said?
Yes.
Does an 18 make the save? It's DC 11? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so he
So still
takes
12. It's 14 damage.
14 damage.
Wait, plus half, so it's 16 damage.
This guy, what do you want to kill him exactly? Does the lightning do it? Does the attack
The last bit of
do it?
damage is the lightning, so he's
Okay.
probably feeling pretty bad about himself, and then
Okay.
lightning kills him.
Yeah, and then just he electrocutes and drops to the ground. And I think at watching him drop, some of these surrounding folks over here, if you could see that ping, kind of jump back in horror because shit just got real. Like a guy died.
Yeah.
And I think some of them begin to flee. I think that they start to run away from the battle, sort of off to the east there. A couple of them jump back in horror. The other ones just sort of say, "Fuck this shit! I'm out of here." And yeah, so it seems like things have cleared up a little bit over there. And that guy on the ground right there gets a big old red X because he did. Anyway,
Nice.
Rekko, is there anything else you would like to do?
I will step over the fallen body and be in
Mhm.
the middle of them.
Okay. All right. Straddling this dead electrocuted man.
Yep.
Okay. I think at oh gosh, it's the two guys that were with May, and there's like a May-shaped hole in the door because she's gone. But, or I'm sorry, a Nyara-shaped hole in the door because she gone. They are going to, yeah, I think they're going to chase after you.
Okay.
And this fellow is going to take a cheeky swipe at you. A 22, I believe, will hit.
Oh, definitely.
And that's 7 bludgeoning. And I think, no, that wouldn't make any sense. Well, no. Okay, he's gonna swing again. Nope, 6 misses. Okay, so the second guy is gonna come up behind you, and I think he is going to attempt a cheeky little grapple. Sure. Where did his sheet just go? Jeez, I got too many windows. Okay, so I'm just gonna give him. I believe that rolled the strength for him. Okay, so he made a 19 on the grapple check. Could you roll strength as well?
Oh, I'm not very strong.
I believe in you. Oh, geez. Okay, that's a 6.
Got me.
He's got you. So he has successfully grappled you, attempting to prevent you from firing off at this would-be riot leader. And so you are currently grappled. Oh, okay. So I could have done a normal multi-attack. I was trying to find the rolling on that if it was a separate action, and it totally is. Q says you could also dodge the grapple with acrobatics. You know what? I'd be willing to mulligan that because I feel like that's more of a rogue thing.
And I am trained in acrobatics. Yes.
Yeah, so a Dex acrobatics check, please. I forgot about that. 11 will still not do it, unfortunately, but
I'm just like kind of going like this, and he still got my arm.
she try. No, I was pulling up the grapple thing because it's not on my DM screen for some reason, and I didn't catch that in time. Okay, so you're currently grappled at the end of your turn. Top of the turn order, this fellow is going to take a swang at Ashlag again. Ashlag, I don't believe a 17 makes your AC.
Yes, that's a miss.
Hell yeah. And another 17. Guy had almost identical rolls, but he missed both of his attacks. So he's just going to stay engaged with you. This dude, hearing his friend behind him get a shock to his system, as it were, is going to turn around and fight the dragon what felled his friend. A 9, I don't believe, will hit you, Rekko.
It does not.
How about an 18? Jesus. Will an 18
it does.
do it? Yeah. That's 2 bludgeoning damage for you, my boy.
It's fine. We're fine.
Everything is fine. That's the end of that. And so this fellow over here, this would-be riot instigator, he is going to duck into a nearby alley. And why can't I see anything? There we go. And he's just kind of around. Ashlag.
Ashlag would like to.
I know. I was counting the same thing.
Everybody is doing
Yeah.
it, and I love it.
Would I be able to see this one here?
Oh yeah. So this really only this square here in the center. I can draw a cheeky little.
Just the middle one?
This is the only spot that you would have trouble seeing. There's like a statue there.
Okay.
Everything else, yeah, it's kind of like not quite half cover.
Okay. Is this one here the one below Nyara, the one that was injured?
He is not. Actually, I don't have any of them. I don't think either of them have been attacked. Naira, you haven't attacked them, right?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. So they're both not injured, unfortunately.
Ashlog will. She will point her finger up towards that one. Actually, can she see the other one? Oops.
Oh, it's having a time. There you go. You would not be able to see it from there, but if you took a step or two, you should be fine.
No, she'll just attack the one below. She'll cast Toll the Dead. Die.
Okay. And
Has to beat a 13 Wisdom save.
Wisdom. Okay, there it is. A 5. I don't believe he does. So that's 1d8. Okay, so he takes 5 necrotic damage. And you said the one below, Nyara?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, the necrosis or necrotic damage begins to, you see it sort of start to form around his ears. This dolorous bell begins tolling. He seems to be hearing it louder than anybody else, this fella. Anything else you would like to do?
I would like to... Nope, that's it.
Okay. Nyara, you are currently grappled. And upon the fellow coming up to you, you kind of are taken by surprise, and then you shoot your head back at where that instigator was, and he seems to be gone. Seems he weaseled his way out of this area in one way or another. What would you like to do?
Well, I'm going to try and wiggle out of this.
Waggle out of it. Okay.
So I believe I can do an acrobatics check.
Sure. Yeah, sort of try and duck out of there. What, 15? Yeah, so he's gonna try and maintain his grip, and an 18, it seems like he is a fairly muscly boy. He's got a very tight grip on you. And you unfortunately are held where you stand.
I wish I could kick him in the shins.
I mean, if you didn't already take your action, I would rule that could be an unarmed attack. Give him a quick kick. Man.
Guess I'm just hanging out here for a while.
All right, yeah, you're just fully engaged, unfortunately. That guy's dead, so I'm gonna take him off the order. This man makes his Constitution save on top of his turn. He had failed it. So what was it? 1d6, Nick?
Yeah, here I can roll that.
Okay, thank you.
Boom. 3 fire damage.
He takes 3 fire damage, that poor fella. And I believe he is going to panicked attempt to put himself out. So he he is gonna run, push past Rekko and Ashlog, who both can take attacks of opportunity on him, and he's gonna go to the fountain and jump right in.
Oh my god.
Okay, so Rob, before I keep attacking these guys,
yes,
you said the crowd jumped back. What in the world are the blades doing?
So they are so there's a couple people still. I haven't fucked around with these people up here, but there's still sort of like chaos happening up there. It was more so the immediate crowd around you sort of jumped back. So
are they like they're still like holding back the masses? I guess
there's still a few people up here, more than a few. I mean, I just didn't want to litter it more with tokens than I already had, but yeah. So a lot of the attention around your immediate area kind of dissipated, but there's still very much a commotion up near the headquarters.
Okay, so the blades haven't moved. They haven't come to assist. They haven't done anything.
On the board, no.
Like, from what Rekko sees, I just want to get a gauge of that before I continue to decapitate people.
You don't see any fighting. from the blades. You see guards sort of kind of batting back people and attempting to subdue the crowd, and yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna take that attack of opportunity then.
Okay. Were you trying to get a affirmative on
And you know, and I thought about it for a little bit. It was more me wanting to know. Rekko's raging. He's not going to care. He's going to hit this guy.
Sure.
Or try to.
Yeah, the 14 will hit. The 22 will definitely hit. So Rekko, you take.
It's 10.
It's 10. Ashlag 16. Oh my god. So Rekko, you whack him roll hard as he runs by. He is just not deterred. Ashlag, how do you kill him as he runs by? Do you like clothesline him with your mace? Like, what's happening here?
Yeah, just crunch his throat with my
Just
mace.
Just right in the throat. And he doesn't even, unfortunately, make it to the fountain. He
At least it was
dies
just burning.
a smoldering mess on the ground.
God.
Poor fella.
Technically, it's a concentrated fire that I'm concentrating on. He burns for a little bit.
Sure, okay. Otis is like, hey.
Burns for a little
Birds for a little bit.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Okay, well, that's his turn, and that's how that ended. Wowee. Otis, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
bit. Are they still like looking like they want to fight? Like when the other civilians stepped back, are these guys still like gung ho, or
The ones that you're currently fighting are definitely rowdy and definitely want to fight you. The ones that are north of you and everything are currently all engaged with the guards, and maybe just the general commotion is still happening. The ones that left the board right above, were the only ones that were really like, whoa, hey, this is too much for me. It seems the rest of the crowd hasn't really noticed. I mean, it's really only been like a couple minutes of fighting. Like, they're all just kind of fucking around up there, like rioting, and it's just pandemonium up there.
It's been 18 seconds.
Yeah. I mean, it's all happening, dude. It's all happening.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, then then Otis is just gonna come and swinging.
Okay.
Otis is gonna move up there, and he's gonna swing his big old maul.
Big old maul. Hit him with it.
Let me see this here. Whoop. And what is this
Oh,
now?
yeah, that'll hit. Roll that damage. That's a 24.
24 to hit. 11 bludgeoning damage.
11 bludgeoning. So this man takes some damage. It seems he was untouched as of yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then Petrus is gonna step up. He's gonna bite him. We're gonna get a little Petrus.
Go,
little
frog,
Petrus
go.
Munch in there.
All right, hit him with a munching crunch. 15.
that?
Yeah, 15 will bite.
Hey.
Roll that attack.
6
an
piercing
additional
damage.
6 piercing damage. Okay. Golly. All right.
And I believe that's everything.
Okay.
It's the end of my turn.
And so, does he still do the disadvantage thing?
That's
is
his
that-
reaction.
That's okay. So he'll always have.
So
Okay, cool,
yeah,
cool.
he has that now for the next round,
Got it.
basically.
Rekko, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
Rekko looks over quickly to Baba and says, "You can handle this."
Of course.
Rekko is going to take both attacks of opportunity and run all the way over to Nyara.
Golly. Okay, so the one guy has just been bitten by a frog, and I don't think really realizes it. The other guy is definitely going to attack you. A 12, I don't believe, will hit you.
It does not.
Okay, so Rekko does this cool. He just kind of pushes past the guy, attempts a swing. Rekko, I like to imagine you slide across the side of the fountain, like you kind of vault over it.
The storm chasing me,
Yep,
right? So like
yeah,
the rain and
storm
lightning
following
leave.
you. I think you push past this guard and this civilian over here. And he, I think, for the first time, really takes notice of what's been happening in your circle. He's been sort of surrounded over here. And yes, you make your way up to these friends over here.
It's now raining on all these people.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
I
think they take notice.
I have my bonus action. Which one is holding Nyara?
The one above you.
I'd like to try and hit him with lightning, please.
Oh my god. Okay.
So I'm just gonna use the storm passive.
Yep.
So Raging Storm. So DC 11. Dex save for 6 damage or half if he makes it.
Okay. So it's a dex save. He just makes it with a 12. So it's half. He takes 3.
It takes 3. Yeah.
Okay. So I think he gets a quick shock as this Dragonborn suddenly runs right up to him, still maintaining his grip, but definitely threatened by your presence.
You damn well better be.
Yeah, I mean, have you seen? Is there anything else you'd like to do?
That is all I can do.
Okay, so it's going to be the fellow south of Nyara who now is in the presence of the golden god that is Rekko. We'll take a swang at Rekko. A 16, I believe, will hit.
Yes, it just does.
That's one blow.
Everything has just hit over and over again. It's okay. We're good.
A 9 will not hit, so you just won that round.
We're good.
The man grappling Nyara, I think, angered by the sudden shock to the system, I think releases his grip and goes to swang at Rekko. A 21.
Yep.
Hit. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So that's 4 damage.
Uh-huh.
And a 12 will not hit.
We're good.
We're good. Everything's fine.
We're good. Everything's fine.
Everything's fine. And yeah, so I believe just top of the order, some crowd stuff. I think now seeing this, some of these townspeople are, I think, beginning to move back, seeing this this nonsense over here. We're just gonna we got a little situation here. It seems that you're beginning, whether it's Rekko's intention or not, which I'll take a guess and say it's not. It seems that the sudden interference of you guys over here is starting to push some of the riot back, and the guards are able to.
They don't want to get rained on.
Begin to, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what it is. It's an inconvenience out of anything. No, I mean, as this all starts to happen, I think they're like, whoa, okay, some actual fight is going on. Like, this is what separates the rioters from the actual warriors, the opportunistic vandalizers from the seasoned killers, if you will.
Here's our separation.
Yeah. Here's our separation. And so, Ashlag, top of the order, you are getting attacked by this fellow. He's going to swang. A 19, I believe, just beats your armor class. 4 bludgeoning to you.
Okay.
And another 19, golly. 5 bludgeoning to you. And we'll just do concentration on your turn.
Okay.
And then this fellow engaged with Petrus and Otis. I think he's mad the frog bit him. I think he's going to swing it. Oh, poor Petrus. What have I done? It's a 23. 3 bludgeoning damage on Petrus.
It's nothing.
And then he's going to swing at Otis again for 10. He misses. Oh, man. Okay, he just can't hit both of you in one turn. He's going to try, though. And then things are happening. We'll just call it that. And then Ashlag, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Ashlag will like to try to hit the one in front of her with her mace.
Okay. Make that ill swing. And 11 is just enough to hit. Roll damage.
Get him.
8. Okay, so that is 8 bludgeoning on that lad. He's looking like he's barely standing up. Poor fella. He's trying.
Here's my constitution.
And that you didn't take a whole lot of damage. That should you took 9. Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
You have beat a 10. Anything else?
She will just hiss at the dude. That's the end of her turn.
That feels in character. I like it. Nyara, is your turn. This will not be an action, but just roll me a quick perception check. 14. Okay. What would you like to do?
Interesting.
It's raining really hard. She can't see anything.
Yeah, true.
Shit. I'm dropping my bow and whipping out my rapier, and I want to stab the guy in the gut that was grappling me.
Ooh, okay. So bow on the ground, rapier in hand. Roll that attack. 19. Yeah, that'll hit. Roll damage, please. 7. Okay, so he takes 7 damage. And would you like to do anything else?
I'm good.
Okay. Urus, my lad, it is your turn.
Okay.
What
This
do?
is gonna bop that guy in front of him with his maul.
Hit him with the bop.
16?
Oh, 16 will hit. Roll damage.
Yeah, 16. That's
How?
double sixes.
Wow.
Whoa.
Wow.
Plus 4. That's max damage, baby. 16.
Oh my god.
Where does this
How would
mace
you
go? Where
like-
does this guy go?
I don't know. You tell me. How did you do that?
I think what happens is the mace or the maul. So it sort of like looks like it's kind of moving on its own.
Yeah.
So it kind of like juts up, and then just kind of like almost like if you ever played Super Smash Brothers, the hammer. Just, It just does that. It just gets him right in the top of the head.
God.
And his neck is just that much smaller, you know.
Yeah, he crumples to the ground. That poor guy. God damn.
And then Petrus is gonna move right over here. Actually, I'm gonna keep him. We move right there, and then Otis is gonna move over here. And then Petrus is gonna try and bite that guy.
All right. Roll that shit. That's a 10. It is just too little. It just misses. Yeah.
He goes num num.
He tries. Here,
No food.
Okay.
And that's gonna be the end of our turn.
Okay. Rekko, what would you like to do?
I would like to hit someone.
Oh, sure. Who and how?
The guy that I hit the lightning with, the one that was
Okay.
grappling, and with my my axe, please. That would
Okay.
be nice. 10. I'm not gonna be able to do it.
Just misses. Just misses, unfortunately.
I'm gonna hit him with the lightning anyways.
Hey, deck save. He takes
Yay,
the full
we
lightning.
did damage. We did damage.
Excuse me, you said same guy?
Yes.
Okay. So he hurting. Anything else?
Yeah, that's all I got.
Okay. I'll be honest, I forget who he was focusing on. I mean, it's Rekko. It's got to be Rekko.
Yes.
15. Even with the Shield of Faith?
Doesn't hit. No, doesn't hit.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
16.
Got it. An 8. Oh, he does not make any of those hits. Nyara.
Still double digits.
The fellow that you just stabbed is going to swing at you. Does a 14 hit?
Right on the money.
Ooh, okay. 7 bludgeoning for you.
Ouch.
And then he's going to make one more attack. A 15, unfortunately, will hit. And 3 bludgeoning to you. So, 10 total damage. Golly.
Yeah, I'm hurting.
Okay, and I think as this is all sort of happening, I think gradually this turn we get the guards somewhat controlling the situation with the help of some of these blades. It seems to be quelling down. It seems as soon as shit hit the fan, things were a little short-lived for the most part. I mean, you've still got crowds of restless people here who are just sort of trying their best to fight the powers that be, but I think the intimidating presence of the blades is beginning to settle in that maybe this is not a good idea. But for now, this fellow is gonna take a swing at Otis.
At
oh my
disadvantage.
God! Okay. Well, still a 23, but at least it's not.
But
at least it's not
a crit.
Yeah. So that's 5 bludgeoning to you, Otis. And he's gonna do it again at disadvantage, and he misses the second one. So that's his turn. That fella just got Super Smash Bros. Hammered. That fella does that. And Ashlag, it is now your turn.
Ashlag will use her mace.
Swang him. Oh, 20 will definitely hit. Dirty 20. 8 damage. Ashlag, how do you kill this fella?
So as this guy turns around to hit Otis, she takes him in the back of his knee, dropping him. She smashes him in the head.
Oh, and that's why he missed his second attack. Like Ashlag was just like, not my boy. And then just bam, he misses that attack, and then Ashlag just boom, crack. Yeah, that happens. All right. Anything else on your turn?
She's going to move 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. She's gonna like try to push through the crowd.
Okay.
Kind of go through here.
Yep.
With her. Oh shit. No. Okay, that's it.
Okay. So you are in das crowd. Nyara, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Well, I'm gonna do that. I've been stabbing in the gut. I'm gonna try and stab him in the gut again.
Oh yeah. Roll it. 19 will hit. Roll damage.
Get him.
6. Yeah, that hurt.
I'm going to use my bonus action to disengage.
Yep.
And I'm going to hobble my way over to these stairs and just kind of lean myself there.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
And yeah, that's my turn.
All right. And Otis, is your turn. You are surrounded by death. What would you like to do?
Surrounded by death. Petrus is gonna take the dash action. He's gonna dash all the way over here.
Okay. The fastest frog in the West.
Oh yeah, fast boy. And then Otis is going to, let's see how far his little legs carry him. Oh wow, pretty far. He's gonna move over here, and then he's gonna take out one of his little magic nuts.
Yep, I was waiting for it.
He's gonna throw it at that boy there.
All right. Roll that attack.
It's an 8.
The nut misses, unfortunately.
Not a true nut.
Not a true nut, man. Oh, nuts.
All right, that's gonna be my turn.
Okay. Recco, what would you like to do, boy?
Taking the attack of opportunity from one of these guys.
Okay. He'll swing. He'll miss. Go on.
I'm gonna use my lightning breath.
Nice.
How far does that go?
30 feet.
Okay.
So it probably hits a wall somewhere, and
Sure.
hopefully not another civilian.
Sure does.
Damn, it's really low.
Oh, it's okay. So we'll need deck saves from these fellas. So 15.
Oh, it makes it. Damn.
17 makes. It's half on a deck?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then that was my bonus action, so I'm gonna hit the guy in front of me still.
Okay. So let me just do that on him. That on math. There we go. That on him. And I think past these guys, this wall right here houses a window, and it kind of spiders the glass because you hit like right near the window, but not quite the window. But it definitely, like, just the impact of it. There's a scorch mark. There's a little bit of a spidering on the glass there. Not quite a break. Luckily, it was a lower roll on the lightning.
Luckily for the window, I guess, but not for me.
Yes. However, very luckily for you, roll damage on that because that definitely hit.
12 damage, DM.
Ooh wee. Yeah, that's enough. How'd you kill him? How'd you?
I was hoping it would be with lightning, but it's cool. I mean, I feel like I'm just fighting, so it probably just like the axe sinks into his chest, and then I just wrench that out, and you know, he falls over.
Hell yeah. All right, so we can take him off the order. Okay, and then it's this fellow who just got hit by lightning. Did that just happen? What the hell? He's gonna go to the source of that, stepping around the corpse of his friend. Does he incur an attack of opportunity from our dear frog boy?
He absolutely does.
Okay, please do.
Get a bite opportunity. That's it. Crit.
Nice.
Critical munch.
Crit bite.
Yeah.
Womp,
All right. Holy crap! That's 11 piercing damage.
Wow. All right. So that does not kill him, but it really hurt him.
Real big crunch.
Real big crunch.
Otis gives a fat thumbs up in the distance.
Hell yeah. And he's gonna swing at Rekko. Unfortunately, I believe the 18 will hit. For 3 bludgeoning. And then a 10 will not. So there we go. Okay, and that's his turn. Oh god, that guy's dead too. Jeez. Okay. So that would be top of the order. So I think this is more or less. I think as we progress here, everybody has sort of stepped in, blades and guards alike, and they've reacted. We're getting that. Still quite a commotion around Ashlag and Otis, but not enough for them to be swept up in the chaos. Not like they could be. I mean, let's be honest. Look at them. Ashlag, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
Ashlag will kind of run around the back of Rekko and then like position herself in front of the last guy.
Mm-hmm.
He lifts her up their hand. She says, "Die."
All right.
Toll the dead.
Toll that dead.
So wisdom 13.
He makes the wisdom.
Dang, nothing happens. He doesn't die.
Whatever. He's not listening.
What? He's not listening.
He's not listening. Anything else you would like to do?
She's gonna hiss at him. That's it.
Nyara, you hurting. I'm gonna ask you to make one more perception check.
Will do.
Okay.
Oh no.
Yeah. You're looking down at your very wounded.
Yeah, maybe a little bit concerned.
Maybe a little bit bleedy. Okay, take your turn.
Just stay.
Everything's fine.
Just stay. Throw a dagger even. Just stay.
I'm just gonna very weakly take out a dagger and try and lob it over Ashlog's shoulder there. Get that guy.
Please don't hit me.
I'm sorry.
An 11, just enough to hit. Roll damage. 6 piercing. Okay. Yeah, the dagger. Whoops. Dagger strikes true. Really injuring the fellow. He's still looking hurt. Anything else you would like to do?
I'm just gonna...
Bonus action. Throw a dagger. Wait, you get sneak attack for that. Because you have allies in range.
You right. So add the snack to that. I always forget that exists. I need to get learned real quick.
It won't let me do it after the fact.
Yeah, you can just roll it, I guess.
So I tried clicking and it didn't do anything. /r space.
Yep.
Yeah. 1d6.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, 2.
Oh yeah, because level 3.
Right. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Hey. Remember when I said that dagger didn't kill him? Nara, where's the dagger land? Wherever it does, it ends his life.
What with the daggering?
What with the daggering?
Facing Rekho, so
Yeah.
I'd probably get him like below the ear and the neck.
Right there, and he just Rekho, you staring daggers into his eyes seems to summon an actual dagger somehow. That's a new storm power. Weird.
Big brain moment.
Yeah, and so you see as the light leaves this guy's eyes, and he falls to the ground. Party, you have defeated the initial encounter there. You are still in the midst of a riot, it seems. As, I don't know, maybe a minute of time has passed.
Mm-hmm.
It was a lot. But I think, we've been going for a little bit, so maybe we take this after a break.
Yeah, I think that's a good plan.
Okay.
So, thank you, Rob, for this is the first part of our season 1 finale of DieFall Cypress. We will be
on fire.
We will be right back after our break for part 2. Thanks for joining us, guys, and we'll be back in about 3 to 5. Hey guys, once again, I'd like to thank you for joining us on DieFall Cypress, the season 1 finale. I know there's been a lot, and there's been a lot of episodes. If you haven't been able to catch up, or if you'd like to catch up and you're new here to the show, you can head on over to the YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/runawayrobot. Or you can find us in podcast format on iTunes, Spotify, and SoundCloud for DieFall Dungeons and Dragons. Leaving likes, follows, and comments on any of those things if you've enjoyed the show always help us out. It's super appreciated. If you like any of the players here, think about giving them a follow on their Twitch channels and their social medias. And I can give you the stuff for that. So in the chat right now, all of the cast's Twitch pages will be showing up. So go give them some love. If you want more of this Dungeons & Dragons content, we have more coming up on Sunday. Our Dragon Heist campaign continues. The show that I, Runaway Robot DM, will be our second to last show for Dragon Heist. So the penultimate Dragon Heist show will be on Sunday at 4 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. So again, thank you guys so much for sticking around, watching the show. Thank you, Lady May, for 4 months of subscriptions, and Shades of Blue for 67 bits. Appreciate it. We'll be back in about 3 to 5 minutes. Welcome back, everyone, to DieFall Cypress, the Season 1 finale. I asked Rob about the music, and he said, no, leave it on. So we get the same battle music, which means we ain't out of the woods yet. So yeah, Rob, take us back in, bud.
Friends, whereas the immediate threat of a for lack of a better word, like a street gang essentially happens, the riot is still very much alive around you. In the same minute or so that you dispatched these folks, the Blades and Guards have done their best to begin to contain the riot. As you see, they've begun as kind of the dust settles on your encounter, you turn and you see they're beginning to try and contain this. It seems that for the most part, it is centered around the fountain area. Otis, you're just pressed up against the back of it, which you can feel free to either join in and kick and punch shit, or you can kind of come out and join your party. Nyara, you decided to kind of like lean against the stairs there and take a rest and really like nurse your wounds. And I think as your friends are still engaged with the people that they end up dispatching, a very familiar voice calls out from behind you and just says, Nyara, in here. and should you turn to the voice, it is coming from Tulio Silphir, your father, who is has opened the front door to Cypress and is beckoning for you to come inside.
Her eyes just kind of well up as she starts crying, and she's gonna crawl up the stairs towards the door.
Okay.
The door is.
Oh, it's not. Yeah, sorry. So this is actually the front door.
Oh
there.
God, we had to go so far.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was the building to the north that the blades were kind of surrounded. You just relating back to last episode, you were coming through this like kind of main thoroughfare here.
Yeah.
And you came to Cypress over here, basically. Like you were walking past it, but the riot kind of was already in more or less full swing.
If Ashlog can, she would probably move forward and help Nyara walk.
Yeah, absolutely. You can definitely act as a support for her as the two of you, I guess, hobble toward the hall.
Mm-hmm.
You're both the ones with cool perceptions, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Where's that?
Rekko is very wise. Okay, great perception.
It's a 15 passively.
15, yeah.
He's gonna stab my dad, isn't he?
That stupid guy's gonna stab your dad.
Okay. So as you're making your way toward the company hall, kind of keeping a wide berth from as best you can from the very much still happening riot on the right, you see somewhat in this area that I just pinged there on the top right side of the rooftops, a figure running across the rooftops toward the east. Exiting the area. So they're not squaring up for a shot as far as you can tell. They seem to be out of there.
Do I recognize if it's like part of the company or?
How about you roll me perception?
Hey,
That's what you notice with your passive.
I'm gonna take a little closer look, see who this.
Yeah, see if you can zero in on it. 15, it's not going to be able to tell you much more than you just saw. Yeah. But yeah, so you see a figure running, exiting the area by rooftop, it seems. And it doesn't take you long to if you choose not to linger too hard on it, it does not take you long until you reach the front doorway of the Cypress Hall.
Do you have to like fight through the crowds at all, or
no? So they're kind of like they've kept a wide enough berth along the sides of the wall. Like the blades seem to be pushing the crowd gradually south away from the building in an effort to kind of protect it and ensure that nobody vandalizes it further than a broken window, if possible. It seems that a quick glance from the guard and the blades at the beckoning is enough to tell them that it's probably fine. They're not common rabble. Rekko, Otis, and Petrus, what are y'all doing?
I think Rekko's gonna reach out for Otis and grab him from the crowd just in case like he gets locked up in there, and yank him out. And then, I mean, at this point, the rage has subsided because I'm pretty sure we went 10 rounds, so it's gone anyways.
Sure.
So Rekko's probably leaning a little bit heavily on Otis while we make our way quickly to the door. Just maybe more than he wants to let on, but like leaning pretty good.
All right.
Sure. And
Really beat
Petrus
up.
is close behind us.
Okay. Yeah. So the five of you all gradually make your way in. First Nyara and Ashlog, and then followed not far behind by the lads and Petrus. And the door is quickly shut behind you. There are still additional blades on the inside of the hall, and just to ease Joel's troubled mind, I'm just gonna.
Thank you for gradually fading it out for me. Thanks. Because normally I do that.
Yeah.
Oh.
And the door's shut behind you, and you are in another Cypress Company hall. There are, in addition to the blades outside, there seem to be a couple at the ready at the door, who maybe right beforehand were like worried about Tulio reaching out and exiting the building. It seemed like it was a little tense. And as the door shuts, he gives one of them a look and he says, "It's my daughter, man." And he ushers you all in past a very familiar layout. This is by far the biggest one you've been in thus far. Said far a lot there. So far, did it again. It's the biggest one you've been in. There's as you make your way through the general like common area and the smithy and whatnot, some training circles and stuff, and maybe a couple barracks on the bottom floor as well. He leads you into his office at the rear of the building. Up the stairs, there's a couple executive offices, and he leads you in there. And he shuts the door, and he draws the blinds on the windows and kind of takes a second to compose himself. And he turns to you all and says, "First of all, I am sorry about all of that. It seems this has been boiling for a while, and it's unfortunate that a riot started the day that the caravan was to arrive. And he kind of remembering that maybe you were just all in a combat, goes to Nyara and says, I can bring you a healer. Just give me one moment. Are you okay? Do you need anything at all?"
A chair.
Yes.
Ale.
I can I sit down?
Of course. And he sort of like clears a couple of things that he maybe like some travel packs and everything off of a couple chairs in the room.
As he's doing that, I want to make an insight check on this guy.
Sure, yeah, absolutely. Roll an insight check. So he's just kind of clearing some stuff that he had on the chairs on the side of his office. And he drags one over to Nyara, drags one over for Echo. And he'll exit the room real quick and bring a couple in from a nearby office. And a 10 insight check. What are you looking for? What are you inciting?
I'm trying to see, is this guy for real? Last time we saw him, he was
a dick.
So concerned about us, and now he's bending over backwards to try and make sure we're cool.
Well, I wasn't profusely bleeding last time.
That is true.
So you're trying to determine what's his deal?
Suspicious eyes.
Suspicious eyes.
Yeah. I don't know if I believe this guy's act.
He, from what you can see, is concerned about his daughter bleeding out, and it appears to be genuine. And you're definitely getting he's flustered. Yeah, a lot less put together than the last time you saw him. Still carries himself with that air of elven nobility. Very well-to-do, very, he's still, not a hair out of place, but the expression is more so worn on his face and his posture too. He just seems like he's been through the ringer as of late, mentally.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so yeah, he and so chair and everything, he goes to exit the room, and after a minute or so, like you're alone for a minute or so if you want to bullshit around, but he or talk amongst yourself about what's going on. You have a moment.
How is everyone doing? Looking particularly over at Nyara, who probably looks about dead, so...
Like a walking corpse.
She's just kind of like fetal positioned.
Yeah.
On the chair.
I look over, Rekko look over at Ashlog and be like, okay, give me a hand. And Rekko gets in fights quite a bit, keeps some spare, like, bandaging. Nothing to, like, heal anyone, but something to, like, I don't know, maybe help with a gut wound.
Staunch the bleeding.
Yeah.
Sure.
So looks at Ashlog and goes, come, help me.
So Ashlog is going to stand behind him, and she's going to tell him what to do. But she's going to also cast a spell.
Okay.
So this is going to take 10 minutes.
We got time. I think.
I mean, he'll
Oh
no.
The spell's too strong.
Otis.
The spell's gone.
She disappeared, Otis.
The spell has taken hold.
Oh no, this is
10
the most
minutes.
chaotic finale. I love it.
The spell has taken hold.
All right.
Nick is dead.
While we try to get him back. Yeah, so what are you trying to spell? What you doing?
Ashlog is going to cast Prayer of Healing.
Okay.
So she kind of moves her hands around. Joel. And these little vines just seem to materialize out of nowhere. And this is a very soft spell. Kind of brings like an earthy smell into the area.
Okay.
The vines kind of gently wrap on people and will heal them.
It's significantly less painful than last time.
Yes, it feels
It
nice.
feels nice.
Feels like this comes from nature and not
Like
the bile of the swamp.
Whoa!
Oh, 14 healing. There you go.
Holy frick.
So everybody gets 14 healing.
Everybody in the area?
Up to 6 people. Yep.
Wow.
It takes 10 minutes.
So everybody take 14. I guess I'll now does it say creatures?
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna say that applies to Petrus as well.
Oh.
Yeah.
This spell has no effect on undead or constructs.
Oh, it's a construct.
Never mind.
Womp womp.
Bummer. I tried, Petrus. I tried, lad.
So just as an update, Nick's computer did crash.
Yeah,
We've had it happen before.
Yep.
He is on the way back.
Okay. Got it.
That's so funny.
Okay, so we'll mark I figured that's what happened.
Yeah.
I'll adjust his health for him in the time being. That's what we say, 14.
Yes.
Okay, so that puts him at oh gosh, that puts him at max. Jeez, his max is only 22. Oh yeah, you guys are level 3.
We rolled we're level 3. We
That's
rolled
right.
really terribly for HP.
Feels
All
right.
of us at one point in
Okay.
time.
I was gonna say because 14 is good, but it's not like amazing. But no, it's
amazing
at
for
this
us.
level. Yeah. Whoops. But yeah. So, and I think as this is all happening, Tulio returns at some point with a pitcher of water and somebody behind him that seems you would presume to be some sort of healer. And he sees this ritual that Ashlog is doing, and he sees these vines around everybody, and he sort of just stands back, and you can see like his posture. He seemed very tense before, and he still does, but he seems to relax a little bit, and he's just more so fascinated at what he's seeing, and sort of without even looking, just kind of like waves the other person off. He just It's fine.
I think Rekko is looking at Ashlog. Like he's used to like her healing feeling like fire in his veins. So this is he's looking down at himself and like all the cuts and just so everyone knows, Rekko took 44 points of total damage. So yeah, but like so all the cuts and bruises are like fading. That was oddly nice.
Did you heal at any point during that fight?
Thank you. One time, I got healed for 4 points by
How
Ashlog.
did you take 44? You don't have that much health.
44 total damage, halved by rage.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Got it.
So any normal person.
Yeah, any normal person would be dead twice over.
Yeah.
Wowee. Okay.
And then looking back over, he brought water, right?
Yes.
I look at him and, what about the ale?
Yeah, yes, of course. And he'll just set that on like a side table.
Bring meat. I want meat.
Yeah.
Meat as well. And so he'll go downstairs while this is all like happening, and he'll make his way downstairs to what you presume to be the kitchen and whatnot, and he'll arrange for stuff to be put upstairs, or brought upstairs rather, to like a nearby like conference room type area. And so by the time the spell ends, I think shortly thereafter, a few attendants, maybe various journeymen and whatever around the company, bring up to the nearby room meat, some other assorted things like vegetables and maybe some rice and grains and whatnot. And you do see like a miniature keg of ale brought up as well, and some mugs. And he comes back in at some point and says, sustenance in the next room. Is there anything else I can do for you all?
Still giving him suspicious eyes. You're being oddly kind to us. The last time we met you were not happy to see us, and now we come with blood on our hands, and you... maybe you are scared?
I conducted myself very poorly the last time we met. You understand that as the patriarch of this company, and he looks to Nyara, this family, I am under a great deal of pressure. I apologize for my rather brash behavior our last meeting, and I hope that we can start anew. We are, after all, in business together in a way.
Meet in the other room, then.
Yes.
Good.
Right this way.
Rekko's gonna get up and help whoever needs help if they want it, and otherwise gonna go to the other room to get his meat and ale.
Ashlog moves very slowly and tiredly. She almost seems dispirited.
Nair will this time help Ashlog towards food.
Thank you. Ashlog still smells horrible, especially in close proximity.
Hold breath.
Beautiful. Oh man. Okay. And yeah, so he'll take the four of you. I think as Otis and Petrus pass, he looks down at Petrus and at Otis and just, does this need to eat as well? And Otis kind of gives him a like, of course not. This guy over here, and just keeps walking. And yeah, so everybody is able to sit down and have a meal after a dare I say a riotous battle.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. All right.
You thought there was a season 2 coming up, guys.
Yeah.
Not
All
after
right.
that.
All right. And Tulio, I think, just observing the party in their natural hungry habitat, sits down, takes a seat next to Nyara, and just, are you okay?
I am now, though. I will need a bath and some clothes.
Of course. Despite everything, I was expecting to house you all here for a day or so. The situation outside is difficult, but
I think that's an understatement.
yes, I know you've spoken with Ballas, and he's informed you of the political situation as of late.
Did Kamala get word to you at all about what
She
we
did.
found? Okay.
She did, yes, thank you. I've been looking over what you sent, and he indicates back to his office, and I think in that pile of stuff that he moved off of the chairs and whatnot, was most likely contained your information to him. You've done all of you have done a very excellent job thus far. I know there have been setbacks and whatnot. Back from the grave he is. Welcome back, Otis.
I'm so sorry.
No, not at all.
Wait.
Oh,
Nick, leave your camera on.
Do we have to do
Everyone
cameras
else
real
go
quick?
off.
Yep.
All right, Rob, Stella,
Here I am.
May. Thank you.
Nick, you sassed Tulio a little bit. I hope that's okay. He
That
asked
sounds
if,
about right.
He asked if Petrus had to eat anything, and you were like, of course not. This guy.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
Yeah.
I figured I played him to. Yeah. It was a moment. All right. Yeah. So you've made your way into a conference room where like meat and various foods and whatnot, and ale has been provided, and you're all sort of decompressing. And Tulio is currently talking with Nyara.
Okay.
And despite a few rough patches and terse interactions, again, I apologize. I've heard good things about your group, daughter.
Anything for the company, and especially now, the situation.
Your notes mention 4 figure heads, central figures to the MET operation.
Yes.
If I had to hazard a guess, I believe we've all met the crier. And he sort of indicates outside to like where the riot is happening.
Does this happen often?
Makes sense.
Like following his gesture?
No, absolutely not. There's been, you understand, when a foreign entity comes into a region, there's tensions, there's discomfort from some of the locals. Marika has largely been very welcoming to our family and our company, but nothing like this. It seems that this has been brewing for quite some time.
The leader, did you know him?
Of that riot?
Duh.
I've never seen that man before in my life. However,
Yet he hates you.
if I had to guess, he's the crier which Nyara's notes speak of.
Reko thinks long and hard about this and then looks over at Nyara.
It's possible. It would make sense that the crier would be the one to stir up riots. Did you send up anybody up on the roof a little bit ago?
Why would I do that?
Well, Ashlock, you saw someone running on the roof, didn't you? When you were walking in?
Yes, scurried like a rat.
Perhaps somebody escaped the riot on rooftop. Perhaps that's how he escaped. I mean, I didn't see where he went. Granted, I wasn't outside, but
An awful
not
feat
sure.
to climb up on the roof with an arrow in his back.
So you managed to get a shot off then?
I did.
Well done.
Blushes under all the dirt and blood.
Well, I don't mean to jump straight into business, so I will leave you all be to have your meal, have your drink, and then I'm just going to take stock of the situation out there. It seems to have quieted down. I'm going to go speak with the guards. And he gives kind of like a weak half smile and exits the room and sort of signals all the other attendants out of the room, leaving all of you alone in the room together, crunching on that meat.
What is a crier?
You know, like how we were trying to find the alchemist? The crier was also one of the people on our list.
Oh, I thought it would be a very sad guy.
Oh, like crying. Like
Does that not mean the same thing in your language? The crier.
No, well, do you know like a town crier? Or like someone who like
Your towns each have one man that does a lot of crying. This is a very strange thing.
But a town crier is someone who like stands up and, shouts out all the news for the people who can't read. So I'm guessing the crier is the one who like stands up and, shouts out all the injustices that our company is supposedly doing.
Reading.
Yes.
Yes. Reko knows this word. Not a crier.
No, not the upset, sad crying. No.
I understand now, thank you.
No problem.
So that was that guy. Well, I should have thrown an axe at him immediately. Why did you not tell me?
Well, you were occupied, and I was going after, and I did shoot him, but then I got...
Reko is very fast. I did not know that the situation was so dire that the man that we needed to kill was just standing there on a porch.
Well, he was the one yelling at us.
He was just yelling. He was not the one hitting Reko with a club.
Well, that's why I said you were occupied. I was trying to go after him. Why are we arguing?
Reko wanted to help.
You did.
That was the guy. No, that was the guy.
Well, the guys that stopped me from getting the guy, you helped me, not die because of them. You helped.
Oh.
Or I would have been dead out in the courtyard out there.
Reko probably would have that too. That was a tough one. I thought the hardest fight was gonna be the hag, but just little puny human people. Who'd have thought?
There's a lot of them.
A lot of them.
Yeah, that was pretty rough out there.
But,
But
it's a whole riot.
Uh,
We were lucky we made it out at all.
it is a wonder that the people did not turn against us.
Well, there's still time. We unfortunately did kill people. That doesn't look good in the people who are trying to tear us down.
Rekko feel pretty good after Baba's healing. We can go again.
well, I say we hit the showers. Isn't that what we were here for the
Yes.
first place?
Yes. I would very much like a bath.
I'd enjoy that.
Are we alone in the room?
Currently, yes.
Okay.
Continues
Well, that's
eating
good.
meat.
Also, wonder who do we ask for to get our coin? Spend a long time on the roads.
My dad, I guess.
Get him back in here. I knew there was a reason he was talking to Petrus. He was trying to dodge out of the bill. Not gonna work.
I guess I'd go knock on his office door, see if he's.
Yeah, sure. So
Asking for payment right now.
Yeah, I love it. It's also bad because I
did a
can't.
good job today,
I
man.
haven't kept track. Like I'm having trouble remembering how many days it's been. So we might have
Like
to
3
handle.
or 4.
I think it was 3, but I might. The swamp nonsense 2 episodes ago threw me off. I threw myself off. So we're all confused.
We don't know how long it's been.
It's been so long.
I take terrible notes, and we take so much time in between sessions sometimes that it fucks me up. It's okay. We have a month off. I'll figure it out eventually.
There you go.
But yeah, so Nyara, as you walk out and go to your father's office, it seems that he's not there. But you do hear his voice from downstairs. So if you're looking for him,
Yeah, I guess the Baz would be out this way anyway, so she'll.
sure. Yeah. So
Around.
so as you make your way down to like the front area of the company, you see that he is talking to a couple of guards. One of the guards that you were with earlier, the one that was able to escort you into the town, and another one that seems to, he looks like he has a couple more like markings of authority on him. Seems to be the one in charge of this particular contingent, and just general vibe of the conversation doesn't look positive. So yeah. And as you approach, they all sort of look to you, and Tulio gives you kind of like a questioning look. Says, everything okay?
Yeah, which way to the Baz again? And I guess she kind of awkwardly looks at her feet. Otis was wondering about payment.
And he looks back at the guards, and he looks to you and says, I will, if you don't mind, please go back upstairs and I'll sort out both of those things for you. I'll have baths prepared. I just give me one moment, dear.
Dear.
Sure. She'll turn around, but walk very slowly to try and listen in on the conversation when they start talking again.
Sure. Yeah, just roll me a quick perception. 11. Okay. So as you begin to make your way out of the general area and toward the stairs, maybe you slow your pace slightly. and you hear the guard that you assume to be of a higher authority than the one that escorted you in. He says, we'll be able to bathe them in the cells, I assure you. I don't really see a point in prolonging this. And Tulio, I think we're being a little hasty here, if I may. They've done us a service. They acted in self-defense. And that's all you catch.
After that, she's gonna walk a little quicker up those stairs and join the group. And we got a problem.
Was he not going to pay us?
We are out of beer?
Well, I think the guards want to arrest us.
Why?
Because we killed people out in the courtyard.
They tried to kill us.
Yeah, well, people are still dead.
Ah, and they can kill the other ones. What of it?
Well, apparently they're pushing real hard to throw us in some jail cells.
They can certainly try.
Well, we don't want to take on the whole town here. Where's the nearest town?
Do I know where the nearest town is?
Like the nearest next major settlement.
Just the next town over.
It would be.
Yeah, would I know where the nearest town is?
Would it be Osterbon?
Oh my god.
I mean, honestly,
Are we going to hide out with
I'm
Osterbon?
trying to figure out if Osterbon is closer or if the next one to the north is.
I mean,
closer.
let's be fair.
Next town over.
No one
We're
would
not
go look
stopping in
for us.
Osterbon.
Yeah.
No one would look for us in Osterbon, though. No one would want to go there.
I think from here it would be about a 2-day journey to Osterbon, and the next town would likely be another 3, potentially 4-day. It's quite north of here. That would be Roskal.
Well, it's 2 days to Osterbon.
Now, I mean, my dad was trying to, prevent our arrest, but with the company's kind of losing the situation at the moment. So I don't know how long he's going to be able to stay.
There must be a back door here, yeah?
Yeah.
Let us go. Rekko looks in his pack and he starts counting rations.
Well, I
We have food.
guess that settles it then.
We can go.
We'll be back.
Let me read a note first.
Well, we don't want to let them know where we're going. It's sort of the whole point.
My dad's good at uncovering things. I'll promise it will be coded.
We can trust your dad?
Can we trust your dad?
I trust him.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Oh boy.
Golly.
All right, Nyara, you trust him? I guess we'll trust him.
Nah. Baba, you've been very quiet.
I don't trust anybody.
Nah, not about these. Do we go?
Are there swamps around Osterbon?
Don't think so.
Yeah. And then
Are there?
the edge.
Yeah, Osterbon would be much closer to the swamp than
Then
where you are currently.
I will go wherever you go, Rekko.
Nah, then we go. Nyara, write your note. Check your packs, everyone. Make sure you have food.
Okay, I'll hand my bag and Can you throw food in my bag while I write the note? It'll go quicker.
Rekko's going to scavenge the next like 6 rooms in here in the place, ignoring anyone that's like looking at him for just food, odds and ends, a flask of liquor, I don't know, anything that looks useful that is not nailed down.
So we're gonna also be charged with theft.
We work for these people, whatever.
They owe us quite a lot of gold, considering.
True, also. We're getting our payment just in a different way.
I'm glad Naira is not seeing this.
Yeah, you just hand you the pack. Rekko's gonna start walking around the building.
Rekko,
until
don't
you're
forget
done.
these forks.
Those are good forks. Yeah, we can use those.
Ah, they're so shiny.
They are
yeah,
so
put them in,
strong.
put them in, yeah. Put them in the bag.
They go into Nayara's bag.
DM,
Mm-hmm.
do I find anything interesting? And am I getting any help from anywhere for
I will help you with my offer.
ransacking our place of business?
I think I feed Petrus a couple of the silverware as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He deserves a good snack.
Oh my god.
Joel, roll a 1d100.
Oh, shoot.
Boy.
I can't believe I'm rolling on a fucking table for this.
That's a 100.
Whoa! Perfect 100.
100.
Incredible.
Did I crit? Did I crit?
We won the game, right?
We win,
We
right?
win. We got the prize. Oh god.
Roll 1d6.
2. What is the 100 on the table, Rob?
Oh my god.
You have somehow absconded
Oh god.
with 6 platinum worth of goods. What exactly those goods are, I will need to figure the fuck out. Just please throw that in the Discord for me.
Yep.
6 platinum. Wow.
I
That's a day.
hate
That's
this.
Gimme.
Rekko saw everything shiny. I think by the time you've hit that, an office you go into seems to have somebody working at a desk,
Uh-huh.
and they look up at you, and sitting before you in one of these private offices akin to where like Tulio and somebody like Herrick or Ballas had, you see in a very similar set, like a similar outfit, a elven woman, full-blooded, like Nyara, and she looks up from what she's doing. She's writing a report. Can I help you?
Rekko like looks over there. And then is there like a side table near the door?
There is.
Is there something on it?
There's a
Like a lantern or
yeah, like a candelabra.
Rekko does not break eye contact, grabs the candelabra and turns and leaves the room.
Excuse me, what?
Shutting the door.
hell?
Shuts the door.
And
Starts picking off the candles, pockets them, puts the candelabra in the backpack, and continues walking
she
away.
opens the door and doesn't let you get far, and says, "Excuse me,
You're excused.
and she charges up to you and goes to grapple you. So I guess we're just gonna do one of these, I suppose. Let me find what her information would be. Suppose it would be, whoops. Unreal. I don't even want to look at your fucking roll right now.
was like, I'm just gonna preemptively do this
Yeah.
for you, Rob. It's an 18, chat, and they rolled a 6.
Rekko kind of muscles his way out of it, and where are you going, Rekko? Exactly? Are you going back to the group?
I'm assuming this is like part of the looting, right? Like, Rekko's getting his pay, and so he's got his pay, and I'm assuming this is like at the end of it, and he grabbed the candelabra, he put it in the bag, and now he's going back to his friends, and hopefully they're done with the note and stuff, and they're just gonna leave.
Okay, so you're going back to that conference room.
Sure.
Yeah, so she's going to stand in the doorway as you enter and look upon the four of you and just say, what the hell is going on here? Who are you?
Do I recognize this woman?
Nyara. No.
Just housekeeping. My father is downstairs. He's just chatting with stuff, and we're just gathering some things for a mission that we are about to go on.
You're gathering my candles for a mission that you're about to go on?
Yeah, we don't really have time to go to the storeroom, so here, just
You
hand
can't just walk in here.
and they'll get it sorted. And she's gonna hand her her ID.
She looks at it, and you see a flicker of recognition on her face, but I don't care who the hell you are. This is my headquarters.
I thought this was your dad's headquarters.
Well, he runs the company.
So?
You
Well,
can't just barge in and take whatever you want just because you're employed or related to the owner of Cypress Company.
Are you going
You
to
try
stop
controlling
me?
a dragonborn, right? It's difficult employees.
No, absolutely not. Mr. Silthier.
Run, guys, run! Let's go.
But she's currently standing in the doorway.
Can we just?
Rekko
rush
will go
past him.
first.
Yeah.
He's gonna
go
pull the
first.
candelabra out. And you are very frustrating. Put it like into her chest and push her backwards out of the way. Take it and go before I get angrier.
Make a strength check.
Oh, that's a natural 1.
Just for shits and gigs. Yeah, she shoves right back and you stagger, almost losing your footing.
As Ashlog sees this woman put her hands on Rekko, she's going to lift up her hand and point menacingly at her, and she's going to cast a spell. She's going to cast Suggestion. How do I do this? Oh, that's a
That's a block of text.
so a wisdom saving throw of 13. She's going to say, "Get out of the way, sit down, and shut your mouth."
She rolled a 4.
I think that's a fail.
Unreal. This is gonna be worded in such a manner. Yep. Okay. Pursues the course of action you have described to the best of its ability. Okay, so I think her shoulders loosen up. She lowers her hands. Her hand happened to be floating over her blade. She lowers it to her side, and her eyes find the nearest chair in the room, and she sits down and just watches you all.
Is she still holding the candelabra? I did give it back.
No, you shoved her with it.
I like to give it to her.
Oh, no. She
Take
didn't
it,
take
get out of my way.
She took it as a shove and like shoved you back. So you're still holding it for all, unless you dropped it. I mean, she didn't take it.
She's very angry about it. I'm gonna drop it on the floor. I guess we'll go.
As
Ridiculous.
we walk by her, I just like, I am so sorry.
And yeah, where are you guys going?
I guess if the layout's all similar, she'll lead them out the back door area.
Sure. Okay. I mean, you could presumably find one through the back somewhere. Yeah. So as you're walking down the stairs,
As we leave, Ashlar's gonna take the candelabra.
Okay.
God.
And yeah, God damn it. Yeah, so you take the candelabra. She just watches you, this woman, and not saying a word, shutting up, as it were. And I can't believe this lasts for up to 8 hours, concentration wise.
Yeah.
Oh, God. I mean, I assume once you get out of range, it might break. I would assume.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, no, you go down the stairs and
Are we running? We're running,
yeah,
right?
are you running for a
We're
back
running?
door?
We should
Okay.
We're
run.
running. We're running.
I think all at the same time, you maybe hear Nyara, you hear your father say, Nyara, what the hell is going on? And then you hear from upstairs as you get further, I'm going to kill them.
No, I was kind of like, I'm sorry.
We'll be back for the gold.
And you are able to just kind of pushing your way through the lower floor of this. You go down the hallway. You find a door that leads to the kitchen, and just taking a quick peek in, it looks like there is a back door in the kitchen. So you pass by a bunch of workers in the kitchen, the very same people that were preparing your meal and whatnot. So they're cleaning, serving stuff, and just going about their routine. It's about time to start preparing for dinner anyway, eventually. So you just push past people and go out the back door, to a couple
out this
surprise
bitch.
shouts and confused shouts, and you find yourself in an alleyway in Ash Blossom.
Straight to the swamp. We lose them there.
Just keep going.
Okay.
What time is it? How many hours until dawn?
Otis.
In which direction
Oh,
is north?
Yeah. Also, I have a photographic memory. I remember exactly where Osterbahn went. Just hit that. We'll just go back down.
Let's just do all these right now. Let's do it right now.
It's happening.
You're facing north. Let's start there. It's about, I want to say, what did you get to you got there early enough in the morning? I think you got to Ash Blossom. You basically made straight away from Valmaris to Ash Blossom, if I remember correctly. So it would pretty much be early afternoon, 3 or 4 p.m. I don't know. I gotta consult last episode.
Okay, so we have time before sunset.
Yeah.
You do.
We've got time.
And
if we start booking it,
as a person that has a photographic memory, just roll me an intelligence check. I guess a history check, actually.
Okay, let's see this here. History. It's an 11.
Yeah, you lead people out of alleys and everything until you're able to kind of figure out where the I can't believe this is happening right now. Where the main thoroughfare you were on, you kind of break out into the market square. Still a bloody mess, all of you. Bandaged and healed up, but still quite a sight to behold.
Oh, yeah.
You definitely get more than a few looks. You get some guards that seem to be wary of your presence, and one of them, I think, even tries to say, "Excuse me, is everything all right?"
we're not stopping. We're running.
Oh, yeah, we're running.
We're physically running.
Excuse me.
We're
Hey!
okay, thank you.
And what'd you say?
We're okay, thank you.
And the guards, seeing a sack full of what is essentially looted goods and everything, they try to hold you off at the gate. What guards are around mobilized?
Is there a fence all the way around?
There is a city wall, yeah.
If we fucking didn't know that.
I said it in last episode. It's not my fault TwitchCon happened.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. How many guards are there?
Are we stopping? We're
I
not
would
stopping,
assume-
are
I mean,
we?
we're
That there's
dashing.
2 to 4 around the gate. The guy that just saw you, there's probably like 2 or 3 other ones in the town. At least the 4 near the gate would be able to stand in your way.
I mean, I have an idea.
Uh-huh.
Rekko has one more rage for the day. We can go through them.
Does it look like there's like one guard that might alert the other guards? Is that what kind of situation it is?
The one that is yelling after you, I think, is kind of doing that right now, is sort of
Already
being
doing
like,
it.
these people are trying to run.
They don't even know who we are. Oh, fuck 'em.
You're covered in blood and you've got a sack of stolen
We're
shit.
fine. We're fine.
You
We're
look
always covered in
suspicious
blood.
as hell.
We're always covered in blood. I'm also like a 6.5 foot dragonborn, so we stand out like a sore thumb. But like that's totally fine.
You would do the same thing in aspects if Ignis tried this shit.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So here's the deal.
Uh-huh. Part of me just haphazardly making an encounter because I'm afraid.
They're not dead yet.
Can't we? I mean, can we just dash through?
That's my bet.
We can try.
Okay. I
I wanna like bowling pin them over.
I'm
If they're gonna be in the way.
Yeah. I mean, are we dashing through? Because
I mean, we're dashing already, right? And if we let Nyara go, she just goes by them. There's no way anyone catches her ever. Like in a combat situation, no one ever catches her. The rest of us, I mean, we could force our way through.
Oh, I was caught last time. That's how I almost died.
Poor planning. This time you won't be because you're just running. So
Last time was poor planning. Yeah.
yeah, last time.
Yeah,
Last
last
time.
not
Hey.
this one.
If that clip is any indication from the Twitter, we come up with great ideas. All right, so
Ashlog is going to cast Thaumaturgy on herself.
yeah, okay.
She's gonna make her eyes bleed again. And she's going, so I don't know if this would be considered a sign of supernatural power, but I want to make like blood rain around us.
Oh my god.
And I'm gonna cast Sanctuary on myself and Rekko.
Okay.
And I'm gonna, as I do, I like grab you, Rekko. Don't swing. Whatever you do, don't swing.
What?
Just keep running. And I cast
Okay.
Sanctuary on both of us.
We go through them. Right? We go through them.
Going through.
Nyara, what is your move? Are you gonna attempt to kind of like roguishly disengage with them and not incur attacks?
I'm gonna try.
Okay, great.
I'm gonna try.
Okay. Ashlog, post thaumaturgy for me.
Okay.
Let me just take a look at what the range there is. And yeah, Otis, go ahead and post Sanctuary for me as well. Okay, range 30 feet. Yeah, I would say you're able to kind of... I mean, Rekka, are you raging?
Rekko has to wait till the last second, otherwise it's gonna die out immediately.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, I think, Ashlog, you can produce the illusion of raining blood in your immediate vicinity. A 30-foot circle around you, I would say.
Okay.
Ward a creature. Any creature targets the ward creature with an attack. What's first? Okay. Okay. All right. Okay, so you're approaching a wall of 4 guards who are
We go through them.
Gonna
Okay.
do their damnedest to.
As soon as we're getting close, Rekko is gonna try to be as big as possible and help his friends get through the thing.
Sure.
He's gonna rage.
Okay.
This gives him advantage on athletics checks.
Yeah.
And he's gonna do his best to shove them out of the way.
Sure. The clouds and everything are forming around you. Ashlog, the blood is coming from the cloud. So you are adding to Rekko's actual storm with your thaumaturgical nonsense.
With my last, because I think I can do up to 3 effects, I'll make the ground shake.
Great. Cool.
And as like, we're closing on the last 10 feet, Rekko rages, all of this shit's happening. He just goes, "Get out of the way!" And he's gonna go. Do they move at all, Rob?
2 of them, the 2 and the 4 respectively, basically say fuck this shit and get out of the way. The 13 and the 19 absolutely try to stand their ground, and will attempt to make an attack of opportunity at whoever's passing them. Rekko, are you leading with a strength move?
If they're
basically
if they're in the way, I want to shove them out of the way.
Sure. So do me a shove, please. Roll me a strength.
Athletics check at advantage because I'm raging.
Do they get
19.
disadvantage?
No.
Okay.
It's just straight for them.
It's just straight.
He
crit fails.
If they attack or have a harmful spell, they have a wisdom saving throw, but otherwise.
No, I mean, that's a competing thing. Okay, so he is shoved to the ground, off to the side, kind of out of the way. The other one is going to attempt to make an attack, so he has
forearm shiver.
Save. Yeah, he's gonna make a wisdom.
Does a 9 make it?
It does not.
Dope.
So he either loses the attack or targets somebody else.
He feels himself compelled to attack, and something is preventing him from doing so, and he just can't bring himself to do it for whatever reason. Maybe it's fear, maybe it's what have you. He just can't.
He's in awe of my dragonborn visage,
or
the shininess of my scales with the blood rain running off of them, the thunder in the sky and the earth. Whatever.
Yeah, sure.
And as I'm rushing past, I believe at this point, I go to Rekko. Good, now run, keep going.
We're going, okay. And now we're in dash mode. We're booking it.
Okay. The party escapes Ash Blossom, a town that wasn't initially meant to be hostile, but who knows?
The party finds a way.
The life finds a way. The party finds a way. I also want to take this moment to give you all your experience for the combat encounter, because I forgot to do that. So you all get 150 experience for dispatching the people in the riot. And wow, the party is just on the run. So very much tracing your steps back. I think by the time moving at a faster pace, I think you're able to make it roughly near where Valmaris farm is. Oh wait, I totally have a map that I could just consult for these things instead of my shitty notes. Just double checking my spacing on things. If it would load. But yeah, so you are just keeping that like faster pace as you travel, I suppose.
Well, it depends, I think.
Mm-hmm.
We were dashing out of the town. Are we being followed
through the snow? It does not immediately seem as such. Oh, I'm sorry. Velmar's farm is much farther than I remember it being. Okay.
It was like a full day, wasn't it?
Yeah, you know what? I thought it was a day to get there. It was a day to get from there. So that would actually make this whole riot and everything happen around like dinner time, basically. So you are very much traveling under the cover of night. You could probably make it about 4 or 5 miles before I would call it like 1 a.m, which I would say
Oh,
like
it's that late?
yeah, it's like a full day to get
If
from
the riot
Velmaris.
happens at dinner, we were 20 to 30. Were we like an hour at Cypress Company?
I would say like 45-ish.
Okay. And that was dinner, which is what are you calling dinner? 7? 8?
7 or 8, yeah.
Okay.
I thought it was
9,
like
10,
midday
11,
when
12,
we
1.
were.
I misspoke because it's been 2 weeks. And I mixed up my things. So the riot actually happened a lot later than I thought it did.
So we have 5 hours worth of a jog. I mean, we'd have to walk at some point, but I mean, you can go
As long as we're not being followed.
6-ish miles an hour.
It does not appear that you are being followed, no.
You can lose
Okay.
them in the swamps.
That's what I'm thinking.
I don't even think we need to lose them. Then doesn't have to follow us. We can just
They will come for us.
let them.
You are just so against us fighting the whole city, and now you say let them?
I don't think they're coming. They got.
My vote is
biggest things
swamp.
to do.
Nayara, what is your vote?
I think we should get off the road at least.
Swamp. Ashlog?
Please, the swamp.
Swamp. Otis, are you coming?
Yeah, just when you think you're out of the swamp, finds a way to pull you back in.
Well, at least
Every
we didn't bathe first. At least we're just adding dirt to dirt.
At least we didn't bathe first.
Why
Yep.
do you think I never wash?
It's a good way to be. Good way to be.
Can't get dirty if you're never clean.
Always ready for more swamp.
Always ready for one swamp.
Ah, my swamp queen.
Otis and
Yes.
Petrus are
Yes.
falling behind.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, so you follow the road a little ways, maybe a mile or two, and then you determine as a party to are you going west, east, just to orient you guys. West, not exactly the same like stretch of swamp is kind of like where you were for that whole like hag situation. And Ashlog would know that hags kind of have domains. So you might be going back into, you don't know how far her
Wait.
like domain stretched.
Can we cut through the swamp to Osterbahn?
Yeah.
You could
'Cause-
follow that's so if you wanted to stick to that stretch of swamp, it would put you, if you traveled south far enough, it would put you at about where
I think we do that.
Yeah.
Right? We just go through the swamp instead. It takes a little bit longer time, but I mean,
More direct.
Mhm.
yeah, they're not gonna, if they try to come find us.
They
Frickin'
cannot
good
chase
luck.
us with horses in the swamp.
True.
True.
I think that's the plan. DM, we're in the swamp heading to Osterbahn.
Okay. I will say that you'd be able to make it like 4 miles before you get to swamp.
Mhm.
And then you got to figure out when you're calling it a night, basically. So
It's a good ways into the swamp, I think. Far enough away from the road.
okay.
You're like 2 miles maybe.
Okay.
I would help find a good spot.
All right. Yeah. So the party swiftly moves through the fields, leaving Ash Blossom behind them before they eventually come up upon more swampy goodness that they've come to know and love. The trees and the canopy, an all too familiar forever nighttime, forever dull light. and yeah, you're able to find clearings like not too far in if you wanted to make one of those your campsite. And yeah, you can find somewhere relatively safe to make camp for the night.
No fighters. Take your rations. Post guard. I'll take first watch. We rotate.
Petrus has got it. He on sleep. Or.
I will still take watch.
So yourself.
It is dark. You cannot see in the dark. Go to sleep.
Fine.
Ashlog's
I forgot he can't see in the dark. Dang it!
It really fucks me up about Dragonborn.
I know, man.
Nyara, what are you doing?
I guess she's just gonna find a driest spot and kind of just sit and be real sad. She's never been criminal before.
And what, I don't know that it was ever addressed. What was in that note that you wrote your dad?
So I coded it and I tucked it in with his files on his desk. And I was like, Father, I'm so sorry. There's too much work yet to do. We can't be jailed. Much love, Nye Heart.
Okay. That's cute. How do you code a heart?
It wouldn't
It's
be
upside
good.
down.
Oh man.
So it's just kind of, it's just looking real sad and cold.
Gotcha. Oh man. Okay. Well, as the party sort of settles down for the night, my God, that took a turn. I'm still not quite over it. I don't think I ever will be over it. But the night slows down. Otis giving Petrus a little pat before he goes to bed. And the good artificer boy gets tuckered. Ashlog, I think you're probably doing some spooky shit.
Yeah.
Poking around with some candelabras or something. Yeah, what do you have anything in mind specifically?
I think before that, Ashlog would want to go up to Nyara and try to comfort her. Ashlog would say, Nyara, I have lived my whole life in the marsh. I know that this will not be easy for you, but you are not alone.
I don't know how I can survive out here. Like, I was fine when I knew it was only going to be a few days.
It is much easier than it might seem.
I don't have to be like this, do I? And she just kind of like gestures to.
You just gestured to all of me.
Ashlog will kind of crouch down in front of her and try to take her hands if she lets her. And she says, Nyara, this is all but a mask. I do not look like this on the inside.
Nyara pauses for a little second.
Wait, what?
On the inside of, like, if you took your clothes off, or like, are you talking about your personality?
Ashlog will kind of reach up and she'll smear stuff away from her face. You'll see that underneath all the cake of dirt and swamp, she actually looks much younger. Like half of her face looks much, much younger. She says, it is not hard to be out in the swamp.
Nyara just kind of like thinks for a minute. And oh, She like leans in. So you're in disguise then? To make it look like you belong here.
Yes, Nayara. I am not a hag.
Then what are you?
I am just like you.
From the city?
Maybe. She doesn't seem to know.
Who's to say?
But that is not the point. The point is, you are not alone. You will be okay.
So the disguise doesn't have to last forever. I won't.
No.
You are allowed to shower eventually.
Bathing can happen again, and a warm bed.
Yes.
Okay. I'll try and be brave.
Here, why don't you help me? It will get your mind off of things.
What do you need help with?
And then she'll just kind of explain and start to teach her some of like the spooky stuff that she does every night, the different rituals and blessings of the Marsh Mother. And just kind of explain as she's speaking in Sylvan, like what she's saying and all of that to just distract her.
Naira's very welcome for the distraction, and she starts to feel the cold and dampness a little less.
Okay. And Rekko, what are you up to?
Looks down at Petrus. You think you're a better guard than I am? That may be, you can see in the dark, but one of these days, Rekko is going to get very good eyes, and he's going to see in the dark, and then he will be better than you, little frog.
Petrus looks up at you, and you can see that like where his like eyes are, you can see there's kind of like they kind of they're glowing because he has dark vision, and he looks at you with his eyes and he goes,
Oh, I can't stay mad at you. You'll be very good guard. I do like your eyes too. He like gives him a pat.
Otis, roll a D100. D100.
3.
Rekko, Petrus, upon as if in response to your pat, kind of almost as much of a robot frog hiccuping as he can do, just sort of a little gold coin for you.
Oh.
And it looks like upon closer inspection, it actually looks like it wasn't minted in Moreka or Myanmar or any of these more southern areas. It looks like it was minted in the dwarven city of Mount Dragonback.
Would Rekko know that?
You would absolutely know that because it's where the dwarves hail from. And dwarves that you have dealt with multiple times.
This is a curious piece. I thank you for your gift. We will have to discuss where you got this from, though. In the morning.
So, functionally, it is 1 gold point, but it is specifically from...
I'm going to make a little note.
Yeah, Mount Dragonback, which is the dwarven kingdom. And Otis, what are you doing? You up to?
He's touching up his wand, and he's touching up he's just kind of touching up all of his old magic toys, and sort of tinkering and kind of just thinking about today. And about how he was back in the swamp. I didn't think he was gonna be.
Got outvoted going back to the swamp.
He's back in it. But then he just like, I don't know. He sees everyone. Just kind of like nods. He goes for his wand of magic detection. Then he doesn't use it.
This naivete would be your downfall, Cutty.
Oh no!
Your arrogance.
And you wake up by the mushrooms.
Oh no.
Yeah, and as you know, though the day's events maybe didn't go the way anybody had planned, and the situation is dire, and you are now criminals in Ash Blossom. There's a certain serenity to being under the night sky again, out in the wild, albeit the swamp. But it's a swamp with friends who, in a tight situation, all stuck together. Say what you will about loyalty and whatnot. These folks have it. And I think it brings you all a sense of comfort, as much comfort as you could find on the run. But it sounds like the party is going to be heading toward Osterbahn in the near future. But for now, take your rests, take your trances, and I'll see you when we return for Cypress Season 2.
Yay! Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Oh God,
Boy.
guys, that's the end of DieFall Cypress Season 1, the finale. Holy frick!
Wow.
Rob, how far off plan are we?
I'm
Give me
gonna
a percentage.
need every single day of that month that you're
my
giving me.
God.
I'm sorry.
I'm not. We're on the run.
This tested my improvisation skills like I didn't think I would need it to.
Season 2, we're fugitives,
great,
baby. Yeah.
We're fugitive. We out here. We
Season
out
2
here.
is the do
my-
crimes season.
Do crimes.
Holy
Let's go
crap.
do crimes. Oh, this was really good. Thank you so much, guys. I do want to do this before we do some shout outs because it is the finale. I want to go around the table here as much as it is and get your favorite moment from the season. So you got a couple seconds here. We're gonna count it down. I'll do mine first to give you guys a little bit of time. I think my favorite non-comedic moment was in the swamp post hag fight between Rekko and Ashlog, and I think that one's gonna stick with me for a long time RP wise. So I really, really, really enjoyed that, and thank you, Stella, for being awesome about that too. So that's my favorite, and then we're gonna go around the stream table. So you guys are set up a little differently than in here, but so Otis, Nick Kibbles, everybody claps for Nick Kibbles being our awesome artificer boy for the season. Thank you so much. What was your favorite moment of our first season here at Cypress?
I think my favorite moment was when we're in the swamp going to the hag, and I used my wand of magic detection, and just everything glue or was glowing. That was, it hit me, it hit Otis, and then it hit me as the player. And like, it was honestly the first time in a while I was just like hit by something that I didn't know what actually to do, and I was actually speechless at the table.
Yeah.
And like, it just, like, I can still feel the like, what, oh fuck, you know? Like that was a lot of fun. Like that moment was just, and I think that moment was big for Otis too.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Yeah, that was a really huge what the fuck did we just get ourselves into kind of moment. I really enjoyed that. Stella, what was your favorite moment from season 1?
Oh my god, 100% the same as yours. I was literally on the verge of crying on stream because I was so into it. Oh my gosh. And then I guess to give another one, since kind of cheating, taking yours, the whole David scene.
Oh my god.
The stupid spider. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
That was a good one.
So
That was really
Good.
Poor David. David. No. My poor spider boy. I knew him so little for so short a time. Very cool. Thank you, Stella. And claps for Stella being our witchy Baba Yaga, Ashlog, and maybe not actually a hag. A little bit of a cliffhanger there on her character. So we're going to hopefully find out a little bit more about that in season 2. DM bonus stage Rob. Hit me with it, bud. What was your favorite moment from the season?
I feel like it's cheating. The one time that D&D has actually made me cry on stream was the Rage Will End Sometime.
Not cheating. It was really good.
However,
It was very fun.
because I feel like I'm cheating. Another very emotional scene that I thought was awesome was Nyara reading the letter from Herrick. I think that really was like, it was just like, wow, this dude that has fucking hated me on principle his entire life is like, whoa, maybe she's not a pile of shit because the conditions of her birth are different than mine. Maybe she is a super capable warrior and is super dope and smart and awesome and good. And I know this is the cop-out answer, but I have said it since day 1, probably day 0. My favorite part of Cypress is the party dynamic. It is the characters. It is everything you guys have brought to the table. Absolutely everything. Even fucking ruining my life in this episode.
We had to do something,
Honest
man.
to
It's big
God,
finale.
It is the most
big finale.
colorful group of characters that I have ever played the game with, and I love it. It is a genuine joy to do this every week.
On that particular note, claps in chat for our lovely DM bonus stage Rob coming up with this homebrew world of ours, Cypress, the one that brought me the idea.
Promise I'll have my shit together next season.
Wanted a show for us here, and we made it happen. It's been really good, bud. Thank you. And last and certainly not the least, Lady May, Nyara, what was your favorite moment from this season?
There's so many. There's so many to pick. I think the most emotional, poignant moment is definitely after that fight with the hag. And then the comedic moments, there's so many. There's Ashlog scaring the birds and we missed an entire encounter because she screamed so good.
She will forever have a little bit more experience than all of you.
Yeah, for everyone,
Yeah.
she's always gonna be ahead.
It's like a little bit.
To the bathhouse scene, and Rekko definitely not ashamed.
Forgot about the singing thing. Oh my god!
I thought it was
I
gonna
didn't,
happen
yeah.
again today.
Oh, forgot about the singing.
You know,
yeah. Well, we had to
eventually
leave.
went.
We had to be criminals. So
And to Otis with the first instance of the flinging peanuts in the bar fight.
Oh god.
Yes.
we get in a bar fight. You're throwing peanuts.
Yeah. Lethal peanuts.
Lethal peanuts. Our first instance of nuts. Really being a weapon. Oh my god. Thank you. And claps in chat for Nyara, the Lady May, our rogue extraordinaire and team mom. Because without her, we would have never been on track at all.
Though
So I really appreciate
doing
that.
her
I
best.
definitely
God.
made the 180 today, though.
Yep, we're out of there. She
Oh, yeah.
she jumped on the party wagon and we're on Crazy Train out in the swamps
Oh, yeah.
now. This is it, man. This is totally it. I can't wait to go see Osterbahn. It's my most
boy.
loved and most hated NPC that we've had so far. I can't wait to go see him.
There anyways, right?
Yeah, of course,
Yeah, we
because he's
did.
the artificer, right?
Yeah, or his apprentice
He's-
is the artificer.
yeah, or the apprentice.
alchemist.
The alchemist, yeah. One of them is
Perhaps both.
mayhaps. Oh god, and somewhere out there is the crier. So a wonderful first
Yeah.
season. Thank you guys so very, very much for this. Let's do some shout outs and we'll wrap it up after that. Nick, let the people know where they can find you, man.
Woo! I'm over at twitch.tv/Nick Hibbles. Do a show over there most every Wednesday called NPC Lab, where me and a buddy of mine at Bravo do an NPC for Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. We make it and we roll it. We do all the works for it. So it's a lot of fun. We also, I'm in a ska band. I'm in a band. And we just recently released our new EP. We got 3 new tracks. I think it came out last Thursday.
Yep. Remember we got to TwitchCon.
Yeah. So go over Dropcase on Spotify. We're Dropcase OC on Twitter and all that good stuff. Yeah, that's me.
Thank you very much, Nick. Stella, where can the people find you at?
Hello, friends. I am Stella Luna here on Twitch. I'm a variety streamer. I do things of the artsy-fartsy kind and various kinds of D&D. You can find me streaming a little bit of something every day, and I'm also here for Dragon Heist.
Yeah, we're getting close to the end on that one. I'll do a little announcement on that too, but thank you, Stella. Roberto, DM extraordinaire.
It me. Hello. Welcome. Hi. You're on my channel. I'm Runaway Rope.
Wait, that's
where
my
I'm
spiel.
going. I don't know where I'm going with this. Hello. Hi. I'm Rob, or bonus stage Rob, or bonus_stage_Rob, depending on who you ask and where you ask. You could find me on various parts of the internet, like my Twitter at bonus_stage_Rob, or my Instagram at bonus_stage_Rob, or on Twitch at bonus_stage_Rob. I am streaming semi-infrequently, already on a semi-hiatus. Then the month of October is batshit banana pancakes crazy. I might be streaming more The Witcher 3 on Sunday. I have fellow streamer and D&D player LB Hackemup visiting me on Saturday, so probably won't be. I don't know. Maybe we'll turn on the camera and do something. Fuck it. But the best way to know is follow me at all the things. I also hang out in Runaway Robots Discord. It's a super dope community. Love to be there. Love to see all of you there. And yeah, thank you so much again to everybody for joining me on this mad adventure. Where I bit off more than I could chew and was handed the greatest party in the world. So I'm going to try and keep my days straight. I'm going to try and keep my names straight and the notes that I take straight. Season 2 is going to be so much better than this season, which was already dope. So if you want even more dopitude, keep your eyes peeled.
Thank you, Rob. And the Lady May, where can the people find you at?
They can find me at the Lady May on Twitch and Instagram and Twitter, and it's MEA because that's how my parents spelled my name. Fun times. And yeah, streams will resume on my channel next week because I still need to write Inktober prompts for Carson, which we do Inktober collabs. You can read up on the last 2 years on my website, so it's ladymay.com under collaborations. So yeah, that's spooky monsters and a world where I write a paragraph and then Carson Druitt inks them. And it's fun times.
I think Morningstar was either right before October. I think it was right before October because we did Harvest in October. And one of my first impressions of you was the Inktober thing, which is so rad. I remember Carson explaining to me what you guys did in 2017 and then watching it in 2018 was like, so cool. It's so cool.
Awesome. So here's the biggest thing. This is the wrap up of this season. So we're going to be on a bit of a hiatus for Cypress. That doesn't mean that your Thursdays will be empty. There's something cooking up, coming up. I'm going to go ahead and switch over to this screen. We got something coming up for the spookiest spooky month of October, an Unknown Armies game, where we'll be finding out how painfully human our cast will be. I'll be DMing this show. It will be a weird horror mystical nonsense thing, and it will fill the Thursday slot here, and it'll be probably, we won't start next week, but probably the week after that, most likely, and we'll probably do like a 3 or 4 shot or something like that running into the end of October. So just so you guys know, additionally to that, we have our second to last show for Dragon Heist this Sunday at 4 p.m. Eastern, okay? We will have the finale 2 weeks later because Bravo's out the next week for work. So that puts the finale on the 20th. If you want to watch the end of Dragon Heist, be here on Sunday and be here on the Sunday 2 after that on 10/20. That's about it for tonight. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in. Follow all of these lovely people on their various socials and Twitches and all of the jazz. If you want to catch up on any of our stuff, youtube.com/runawayrobot for all of our D&D things, in podcast form on Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud, D&D Dungeons and Dragons. That's about it. Thank you guys so very much, and until next season. Later.